This video contains gratuitous use of profanity.
Original thoughts.
Your discretion is advised.
Oh shit! Mud shark. You're not a mud shark. You're barely even a fucking a fish.
This is a King Podcast.
Win by 2, they're actually a podcast out of Philadelphia.
Who knows Win by 2 radio?
Where's John-DiCaprio? Did he ask about me?
Fuck Carl. He's effectively done in this business. On the podcast, catching people
So I'm a dumb guy.
I'm hoping John-DiCaprio is, but
take your fucking bra off, Barry!
Like, let me guess, is he attacking everyone?
I'm gonna be yelling at him the whole time tonight. Your show sucks!
You'll never believe me if I told you that was the best opening monologue I ever had. Welcome into the show, guys. Holy shit. You should have heard what I was saying there, though. It was some of my most thoughtful, most brilliant things I've ever thought of. I was laying joke after joke. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my intro. It's playing double. Whatever. It's not about the intro tonight. Tonight is about none other than Keanu C. Tumsan.
okay.
Here she is. She has this interview tonight. Basically, what you need to know: 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, Keanu had got really fortunate. She was really fortunate enough to receive a link on the show This Little Piggy, one of the worst shows, I think, by far, just as shows go in general. Probably one of the worst shows by far. She received this link to go on to confront Nick, I guess. And this escalated quickly. She was yelling at Nick. Nick was motherfucking her to death. And, I mean, if Nick was next to Keanu, I wouldn't put it past him to have probably punched her in the face a few times. That's a fact. Possibly, probably, maybe. And ever since then, she hasn't let this go. It's been about 3 weeks now, and every day of her life, every waking moment, she spends 2 feet above ground next to the one Gino Bisconte. She has gone on and on and on and on and on about this whole fucking Nick Rekieta thing. And that's going to lead us here tonight. So without further ado, we're going to get into it all. Welcome into the show. So yeah, this is where we're at tonight. Now she's having on, by the way, welcome it. Let's hit the like button or just hit somebody in the chat. If I do encourage moshing in my shows. So if you guys want to get to moshing, please do. Bone CK right off the bat member for 10 months. Keanu with tongue. My news for 50 viewers, but I worry about infection. Well, you should. You probably, and that word is anus, not a news. But I see what you did there. You can't, certain words you can't put in to the YouTube chat, or it flags for inappropriate speech. What do you got to say about this, YouTube? How's that for some inappropriate inappropriate speech? Yeah. Inappropriate speech is what we're going with. Thank you, Bone, for the 10 months. We do appreciate that.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
Kudos to Bone CK. So basically what we're going to be doing, watching here tonight, I kind of want to just get right into it because Keanu is set to go on at 9. We're going to be sniping her. I'll be popping in and out of the chat room here tonight. But I figured, what better way to see. Win by 2 was the first show to cover Keanu in her entirety. Her and her mother, what's her name? Mary Jane Watson from Spider-Man. We watched these two, do I dare say the word blossom? They blossomed over and they actually didn't blossom at all. That's kind of fucking stupid and gay. They blossomed? Yeah, they definitely blossomed, all right. Over the past 2 years, they've, I don't know, I don't even think they know what it is that they're doing. They're trying everything. And to Bone CK's point here, Keanu will do anything for 6 viewers, 6 extra viewers, another extra $1.99 in super chat revenue. Times are tough over at the Bisconte Thompson household, so they must do whatever it is that they could do for an extra couple of bucks. If that means stabbing their back and their friends and then, making up with their friends and then stabbing them in the back again, they will do just that. Rest assured, these aren't great people. These aren't really people you want to trust your children around. These aren't people you want to trust your wallet around. You probably just don't want to trust them in general. They might, sell you out for an extra. If it meant 5 more viewers, they would do the unthinkable to you. So next time you're in and around the Keanu Gino camp, possibly you're excited to go see them do stand-up comedy. I don't know why you would be, but just in case you might find yourself in that predicament, just think twice. Let's just think twice. Let's put on our thinking caps. I know a lot of people are like, oh, dude, Keanu's like, she might be dumb and not know how to tell time, but I'd still smash, dude. I'd still smash. You wouldn't. Trust me, you wouldn't. There's a reason why she ended up with Gino Bisconto. There's a reason for that. Okay? I don't need to explain myself any further. If you are one of these people who think it's cool to do the nasty with Keanu, I think Win by 2 probably isn't the show for you. Look at this. I got this alfalfa piece of hair sticking up. Anyway, so we're going to be sniping Keanu. I want to jump right into it. So for the better part of 3 weeks, she's doing everything. She's on the media tour. She's doing it all. she's showing it all. She's showing off her tits, and actually, I don't know if she's doing that, but no, but she's doing it all. She's going on every show. She was on Steel Toe, I think she was on there last night or this morning. I think it was this morning, actually. I haven't watched the clip yet. I wanted to set some of this up before we got into the actual snipe, and we're going to see what this snipe is all about. So apparently, she's having on this Gabe Hoffman character, who I have no idea. Apparently, this guy was like, you know, the leader of the Ku Klux Klan once before, and possibly, I mean, I don't know if that's even true. He like took down somebody from X-Men. I think he took down Professor X. He like tackled him out of his wheelchair and like outed him for being a pedophile. It was some, I mean, wild shit. This guy, I have no idea who he is, to be honest with you. Gabe Hoffman. But this Gabe Hoffman character knows a little something about Nick Rekieta. And Nick Rekieta is really, judging by Nick's response, Nick is what they call rattled. So Keanu's having on Gabe tonight to discuss this big thing that happened in Nick's personal life, possibly involving one of Nick's 5 children, if not all of the 5 children. So that's what we're going to be watching here tonight. And we have Steve B gifting a Win by 2 radio membership. Shout out to Steve motherfucking B. We are accepting memberships here tonight. We are accepting, we do it the old-fashioned way. We are not a super tip affiliated program. One of the few that still remain super tip lists. So do your part here today. And whether that means a super chat, a super fucking membership, a super fucking whatever else, just do it. Like Nike said. Bone CK, again, gifting 5 Win by 2 radio memberships. Holy fuck. We're off to a phenomenal start here. Let's just give a quick shout out to everyone who is a part and just became a part of the Stub Toe. Kudos to TK Suso. That's courtesy of Steve B. Kudos to K-Murph, Papa Dan. We'll see. Danny Wright and Chip Calloway, welcome into the Stub Toe. Courtesy of Bone CK and Steve B.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
So thank you guys for the memberships. That is much appreciated in helping keeping the lights on around here. I want to jump right into it. So this is this Gabe Hoffman character. Mr. Hoffman founded Acceptor Capital Management, an investment firm, in October 2002. Mr. Hoffman holds a, I guess, BS, bachelor's degree, possibly. I don't know what a BS bullshit. He holds bullshit with majors in finance and economics from New York University's Stern School of Business, where he was a Dean's Merit Scholar. What a fucking geek. And graduated with several distinctions, including a Founders Day Award. Mr. Hoffman is an executive producer of An Open Secret. The documentary film exposes child sex abuse. So this guy is like, he's into outing people who abuse children. And now he's found himself on Keanu Thompson's stream tonight, talking about Nick Rekieta. So this is what this is all leading up to. Is Nick Rekieta been abusing his children? I mean, we do know as of last year, the false, quote-unquote, false positive cocaine test that happened with one of the Rekieta children. One of those children had tested positive for coke. They were taken away for, I think, up to like 2 months. He was unable to see them kids. Now, he did get the child back and the rest of his children back, but, what else was Nick doing? What else was Nick doing? Now, from Nick's mouth, Nick has stated that this whole thing has to do with him choke slamming a good old-fashioned, and look, I'm kind of all for this, man. I really do think we should bring back being able to choke slam our children, because how else would they ever learn? You know what I mean? Whatever we're doing now to children is not working. So I'm not a big Nick fan whatsoever. I mean, just watch any part of my last streams for the past year. You could clearly see we're not big Nick people here, but hey, sometimes when a person does a good thing or a right thing, they should be applauded. I think chokeslam. If this is Nick, you have nothing to worry about. You should have nothing to worry about. Stop freaking out on Twitter. If this is all it is. Now, if there's more, if your children were into like shooting heroin and smoking meth, popping Xannies, then, well, I'd be a little concerned. Then I'd be a little concerned. But if it's just a choke slam, I'd say, why stop there? Let's take it up a notch, possibly. Pile drivers are, we would love to see someone pile drive their child to like really teach them a lesson. Possible last ride would always be cool to watch. I'm kidding, of course. But no, in all seriousness, this is sending Nick up a frenzy. This is who this Gabe Hoffman character is, though. I'm trying to paint some sort of a picture here tonight in 30 minutes or less. Mr. Hoffman is an executive producer of An Open Secret. The documentary film exposes child sexual abuse in the entertainment industry in Hollywood. An Open Secret is featured for free on Vimeo for a limited time and has over 3 million views. Wow, someone's crushing it. Somebody is crushing it. So that is basically Gabe Hoffman's quick little background. Let's get to Nick. Courtesy of Alyssa Clips, who the last I heard is dealing with like some sort of violent cancer. So hopefully Alyssa Clips is recovering well. Let's get to Nick Rekieta here. This was from 2 days ago. Gabe Hoffman is a dubious source. Rekieta's preemptive allegation warning. This is June 10th. This is what Nick is up against here. Let's see what Nick had to say for himself here.
Speaking of karma, real quick, I try not to bring my personal drama into this show, but just warning people, on Thursday, there's an insane person who is going to come out with some sort of accusation about me. It will likely involve an accusation of spousal and child physical abuse, something I do not do and never would. It's going to come from a dubious source. And I'm just preparing people for that. It's
see, look, and again, this is why I don't look, whether you want to believe Nick or not, that's up to you. I'm here to simply tell you, it's just never a good look when you're about to be accused of something to like go ahead and get in front of it by stating how crazy and dubious of a source the guy, stating the thing that you're actively trying to, discredit, essentially. If it's not that big of a deal, and if this guy's that big of a lunatic, why do you give any flying fuck? Why do you give any iota of a shit? Who cares? Who cares? If it really isn't anything at all, then just continue to do you, man. There should be nothing to worry about. But this is what leads me to believe that there's something he's hiding. Something scary. Is it child sex abuse? Is it just a choke slam? I mean, who knows? Is Keanu going to have the scoop of all scoops, or is she going to be played like a fiddle? Imagine giving Keanu this scoop, by the way. You see her one time on this little piggy, this Gabe. And look, this Gabe Hoffman character, I mean, you could judge a lot about a person, about on whose show they end up on. He probably saw the Rekieta on this little piggy clip one time and was probably like, I have to go on that show. I have to. This chick, Gabe Hoffman's one of these people who would Keanu. And again, that tells me everything I need to know about Gabe Hoffman. So take all of this with multiple grains of salt, I'd say. Let's get back in the Nick here.
If I'm not mistaken, the same accusation has already been made to the county. They completely ignored it. They didn't find any merit to it.
That's the choke slamming allegation here.
It's an allegation of public abuse that was just happened to be not witnessed by anybody. And so if that's the big reveal, go for it, I guess. The weird desperation of these people and the need, like, you don't need to lie about me. You don't need to lie about me to like call out my faults and my errors. That doesn't need to happen. I've made plenty of my plenty of mistakes on my own, that you don't need to come up with some fantasy story. Just tell the truth about me, and plenty of people will hate me. That's fine. That's how life goes. When you make big mistakes. Yeah, so that's apparently happening on Thursday. So that'll be funny. This is what you deal with, I
funny.
guess.
This all seems funny, by the way. This all seems hilarious. It looks like Nick hasn't slept in, ages. Now, a part of that could be the Adderall usage that he's prescribed to, his modafinils that he's prescribed to for his narcolepsy. But I think a lot of this, what this Gabe Hoffman character has, is causing Nick many, many sleepless nights. Just look at him. He looks like fucking complete shit.
When you become the e-daddy of a bunch of lonely and lost men. I didn't mean to do that, but I ended up doing that, and they're really mad that I went out for milk and cigarettes and didn't quite come back yet.
What?
Thank you, Dark Horse Productions. I love me too. I also love my wife and my children. I would never hit them under any circumstances. I don't believe in.
No, see, I don't believe any of that. You don't love your wife. If you loved your wife, you wouldn't have let Aaron Emholt penetrate her downstairs. Come on, man. What are we talking about here? I love my wife, dude, and anyone who says otherwise is just some big, hater. You're just a hater of me. You're just dishonest. Because me, Nick Rekieta, I'm a Christian man, and I love my family and my wife. You don't. You actually probably despise them. If it were up to you, again, they would probably all cease to exist. You probably never had gotten married in the first place if it were up to you. Okay. Let's hear how Nick loves his family.
And I would never hit them.
Sure.
Under any circumstances. I don't believe in physical violence.
So ask yourself this. Why then are we here tonight there's a huge possibility where there's a big allegation that comes out against you stating that you actually did chokeslam your children. Like, people just don't make this shit up, man. You know what I mean? People just don't make this sort of thing up. And even if they do, imagine giving any sort of a fuck about a made up thing. How insane.
Again, especially against loved ones. I believe in physical violence existing. It has its uses, just not on your family.
Right.
Sure. So that's going to be a thing, just as a warning. I don't know how much more the level of concern about my life is so off the charts, and people's willingness to lie about it because they use the false, the fallacious reasoning of, well, Nick's a drug addict, therefore we can say whatever we want about him. But and I suppose they can say whatever they want. It just doesn't make it true. So I would I don't want to talk about this shit. I would just like to do my show.
Well, then just do your show. Then just do your show. Nobody has a gun to your head that we know of. Maybe the Joker painting does behind us. I can't quite see his right hand, but just do your show. Nobody's forcing you to do any of this, by the way. This is all this is all you. You're doing this to yourself. And then crying like you're some sort of victim here. Oh, everyone's just lying about me. I can't. They could say whatever they want, but it doesn't make it true. And stop being a fucking crybaby bitch.
And have that happen, but other people are insistent on trying to shove that stuff into the world to do something to me. I'm not quite sure what. But you are a drug addict. No, I'm not. I abused drugs. I did.
Oh my God. Listen to this fucking nonsensical horseshit. So I guess somebody in the chat's like, but you are a drug addict. And again, this is the common, thing we see with all these guys when a chatter gets under their skin. They do this wild mimic voice trying to mimic what the chatter would sound like in their head. And I guess that kind of discredits that chatter because they sound crazy. But listen to this one more time. So the chatter's like, you're a drug addict though. Nick's like, no, I'm not. I did abuse drugs, but
world to do something to me. I'm not quite sure what. But you are a drug addict. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. I don't even think you believe that.
I abused drugs. I did.
Oh, so you're a drug addict.
I haven't done them in a while now.
You currently are on stimulants. Like, what are we talking about here? We can't go on living in fantasy land.
I don't have any desire for them. I don't need them.
Except for the prescription that your doctor writes you once a month. Other than that, I'm good. Other than that, I'm fucking grand. I'm chilling. All right, so that was Nick from the other day. I just thought it was a fucking doozy here. We got Keanu set to come on any moment now with this Gabe Hoffman character. Let's play a little clip here. I'll take a couple chats. I'll show you what Gabe and Nick's little back and forth dilemma, their dispute was on Twitter. And if we have time, I'd love to get into the Steel Toe and Rekieta, or I'm sorry, Steel Toe and Keanu clip from I believe this morning. Let me go here real quick. Let's see. There are no Chads in Minnesota. Fact says no, they're all. I mean, just look at the landscape. You got Aaron, Steel Toe, Nick Rekieta, Karmic X. Who's someone else from it? Dr. Chow. When Dr. Chow is the most Chadliest man, there's an issue there. Remember when Nick tried to team up with Blade? Yeah, before. Yeah. I'm glad Steven. So, look, there's some people that still remember. Hashtag never forget. When Nick Rekieta was in the chat room, Hackmania 1. Trying to, because he saw me, I guess. I don't even know what he saw, to be honest with you. What was I even watching? The Biggest Problem in the Universe show? And he comes fucking stammering in. Probably all hopped up on goofballs, throwing me $10 here, $20 here. See, look, Chad Zumach likes to rewrite history. Where are you? Chad, you here tonight, Chad?
Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm a bitch.
Chad likes to rewrite history. Nick, you remember when Nick came in my chat room first? And I told him, like, go piss off? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Because everyone else didn't see. Everyone else didn't see. Yikes. Oh, Jeff Clover says Prince. How could I forget Prince? Fucking Prince. Toe, love, baby, batter. Ape on the floor naked. Which ape? This ape?
April with the 2 credit cards just going to the big pile of cocaine.
Can you imagine April with the 2 credit cards going like, what the fuck? All right, let's see. Let me show you some tweets here from Mr. Hoffman and Rekieta going back and forth. I think this is as of today, June 12th. This is from Rekieta. He goes, amazing. Never told anyone that. Go watch Others Lie. Ludacris claims tonight. This was in a response to Gabe Hoffman. Gabe says, Nick Rekieta Law has told multiple people that he is afraid of people realizing that he doesn't know anything about the law. Which, that could be debated, honestly. After tonight, you understand why. Clippers, focus on the Sophie Long matter. Okay. I like this little setup here. And I guess Nick came back. Let me make sure I'm not. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull up this motherfucker's tweets. Let's see. Gabe Hoffman, very mature comment for a lawyer to make. Get in here and see what Nick is so mad about. And this was Nick, I guess, in Patrick Melton's chat room or in a chat room of sorts. Nick's always in chat rooms. Always in a chat room. This is from Nick. Have fun, guys, today. So Nick is, really, really going through it. Like, he does not want this to happen. Even though he's claiming that he doesn't give a flying fuck about any of this. He's in every chat room. He's on Twitter all day long. He's on his stream, not wanting to address it, but yet addressing it. So he does not. So whatever this Gabe, and look, this might be the biggest nothing burger of all time, but this Gabe Hoffman character, by the way, imagine getting cucked from a guy named Gabe. Gabe is one of the most cheesiest, girliest, queerish names of all time. If your parents named you Gabe, they hated you. I hate to break it to you. Your parents actually physically hated you. They wished for your death. at one point or another. Gabe Hoffman. Yikes. Nick is, literally frightened over this. Have fun, guys, today. Gabe Hoffman will find out that even with a woman's help, he still can't climax and no one cares. Wow. Sick burn. It's a sick burn from Nick. Nick is good. Nick might be a lot of things. Nick is he's a master at the fucking slams, at the comebacks. It's from Gabe Hoffman as well. People who act desperate and deranged totally have nothing to hide, especially when I haven't even said anything specific yet. And this was in a response to a Nick tweet. Says, hey, if anyone knows Evan Heinze, please pass along my contact information. I'm not scared of fake media cucks like Gabe Huff. Keep trying to avoid FINRA and the SEC, Gabe. I'm sure it will work out. Seriously, they've been going back and forth. I mean, there's really not anything too insane. It's just all one big build-up to whatever tonight is supposed to be, which we're going to check in. Keanu, I believe, is live. She is live. Okay. We're going to go a live look into Keanu C. Tumsan. I'll play the steel toe clip later. Just use your imagination on what the clip was about. Aaron probably gaslighting Keanu, salivating at the fucking mouth about how Nick's finally going to go down. I'm here for it, man. All these people, look, you have to understand, you can't pick sides here tonight. If you're incapable of picking a side, then just leave, shut the internet off. It's not for you. Watch all these people destroy each other and laugh in the process. Never forget that. Never forget that. We're going to watch Keanu. This is her big moment. It's the biggest moment she's had since being shot. There's 1,200 people watching right now. Holy shit. That's kind of nuts. There's no way. Someone had to have bought views here. I know you can't see it right now. Hold on one sec. I got to fix one thing. We're going to go live into Keanu Tumsan right about. Build up right about now. Almost 1,300 views. Holy fuck me. Holy fuck me, man. They gotta be bought, right? Oh, she's got a clip.
The one thing I will not ever do, ever, this is my pledge. I will never lie to you.
Go make some
100K
popcorn.
subscriber celebration stream.
It's starting.
At 100K subscribers, I would consider strongly doing another 24-hour show. 24-hour stream when? Soon, actually.
You're hilarious for the fact that you were dumb enough to do a 24-hour stream. So
I still got to do my other one. You hit 200,000 subs, almost 300,000. Still no 24-hour stream from hitting 100,000. What the hell, Nicky boy? Nick's New Year's resolution should be to actually give us that damn 24-hour stream.
So I'm making a prediction here tonight. Keanu's going to drop the ball 1,000%. 1,000%.
99%.
Keanu probably thinks 1,200 is 12,000. Yeah. This is coming from a bitch who can't tell time.
Yes.
Oh, I got 12 million views. This is awesome. Why are all my voices in Chad's tone? We picked Mersh, says K Murph.
When we get there, I don't know.
I wish Nick the worst, says Mint Diggity.
Really, really special. Bogey 34.
Kiki's gonna be clueless. Send Mersh the link.
Yeah, it's coming still. I haven't.
Is Mersh sniping this as well?
These things take time, guys. Here's the thing about the 5,000 local subscriber special. One, it would be a stupid idea for me to lie about it. Richard O Team says, "Let's move on. How about that 5K locals gift?" It's always coming, just like me. Says, wait a minute,
Nick, and Douglas W says, I hate Nick more than I hate Kiki. No, wait, it's a tie.
I know you are big busy, but are we ever getting our locals gift? Yes.
See, Keanu reminds me more of like Steel Toe.
I will do it.
She's the female version of Aaron. So, with that, I'm saying I'd have to pick Aaron and Keanu before I pick Nick. they're all fucking idiots. But if we're ranking the idiots, I'd say Nick is 3, Keanu 2, Aaron. Actually, you know what? Keanu 1, Aaron 2, Nick 3.
Well, I don't do cocaine.
I think I want to try to play a drinking game of some sort.
Unfortunately, I cannot. I can certainly.
If Steel Toe is mentioned tonight, I think we're going to have a drink, or at least I am. You could follow along at home if you want as well. If there's a Steel Toe mention, we'll bring up, or we'll have a drink. If any mention of this little piggy Nick's crash out is brought up, we'll also have a drink.
They don't know.
I'm trying to think of one more we could do.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be sorry for.
Have to.
Anytime Nick is called out for being a liar, we'll have another drink. So if Nick's called out for being a liar, if Steel Toe is mentioned, or if this little piggy stream Nick Crash Out is mentioned, we will celebrate in a toast.
Positive for cocaine. Positive for positive, 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 tested positive. Total amount of cocaine was 26.67 grams. All of the children except the one child tested negative. The one child did test positive for cocaine. Over 5,000. And what's the cutoff? 500.
I'll do all sorts of stupid shit. I'll never lie to you.
All right, we are starting now. Let's do it. Oh, there's this little pig. I think we have
permission from her to share the text messages.
It was written on her boyfriend's middle finger, you dumb bitch. Like,
Well,
when do you
answer the
think I
question.
got it?
Drink up.
The question. When did you get the permission?
We talked
When
about
did
it
you
for
get the
months
permission?
and months and
right
months.
off the bat.
You
And
talked to
then
her
you
once
hadn't
in
talked to her
October.
since January or March at a traffic stop. Did you get
I
the
did.
permission?
How do I talk to her at a traffic stop? She's
That's what I'm
40
asking.
fucking
So if
you're mixing up
you hadn't talked to her-
stories.
So if you hadn't talked to her in months, then do you still have the permission?
shit.
to show the
She's like,
text
you're
messages?
retarded.
Hello.
Nervous about what?
When did you get the permission to show her text
I don't know. Maybe for months and months and months while he was dragging her name through the mud online.
This is
You
great.
got her permission to show her text messages on a large screen back in when? November?
Oh my God. Yeah, but that story, she told me
It's a weird
well
thing.
before. She told me that story before November, you retard. That being said, we were planning on telling that story from the moment she told it. Well, April and I were going to go to Hackamania together, when we were still like in communication. The plan was to show up and just like tell stories and make everybody laugh at Aaron. But then she decided that she needed to get away from the past. It was very traumatic for all of us. And so she just cut everything off. I don't know if she'll ever come back or not. I don't know anything about what like state of mind she's in or anything.
Yeah, these views
That
have to
being
be
said,
bought, man.
We were planning on telling that story from the moment she told it.
Until she has a new boyfriend, maybe you might.
Aaron the
wanna
Rat
get
coming in
new
for 5 says, I've been
permission to-
bagging
No, I don't
all
give a shit
this
at all about getting you
time.
permission.
Okay, so you don't have.
He's
permission.
bagging sand for
He
us.
owns April. The new boyfriend owns April.
The man bags more sand than fucking Pablo Escobar bagged cocaine.
When you don't have a good answer and change
Good
the
for you,
subject
Aaron the
by
Rat.
pointing
Good
fingers
for
at
you,
someone
man.
or something else.
Keep on
I think
bagging.
you all do
Keep
that to me.
on
It's been
bagging.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 1 for about an hour, and I'm saying you.
Kafer says this show is a joke. Host blows. Fans even worse.
January at the traffic stop, and that's
Thank
how
you, Kafer.
knew somehow that her boyfriend didn't like.
At the traffic stop.
Courtney Pachyderm for 999 says, thank you for covering this cesspool.
When did you get the permission? When did you get the permission? When did you get the permission? When did you get the permission?
She's too dumb to even like. She
Danny,
can't talk.
sorry, hold on.
Look how red you are. Would you?
1 second.
I'm red. I'm mad
Shall I?
at you.
Going to ad hominem.
I
You're
just
red.
January.
She's too dumb
Hold
to
on
even,
1
like,
second.
She can't talk.
Show the
She's like,
text
you're retarded. Going to ad hominem.
Why is that such a hard question to answer?
Courtney Pachyderm, thank you for covering this cesspool
Why not?
of
I need the
Denny's
answer.
ends. Choke slam Nick
When
versus
did you
Kikums,
get
and
the
Gabe
permission?
here for
When
it.
did you get the permission?
Yikes.
I talked to this woman
Thank you for the 10.
every single day.
Yeah, we're here for it,
He said
man.
from when
From
the first time she
September.
told him. The first
Yeah.
time she told him, He said that they had planned to tell her to hack Mania. He got her permission.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm getting blown up here. Keanu's spare no expense. We're now reliving this little piggy clip again for the millionth time, as if this clip isn't played out. I mean, for fuck's sake, man, this happened almost a month ago now. We're still watching the crash out clip. We get it. Nick yelled and freaked out. Yeah, I mean, Keanu, it doesn't take away from the fact that Gino got fired from selling trash cans on TikTok. I mean, no amount of you getting Nick to yell a bit aggressively once takes away from the fact that Gino got fired from selling cans.
Maybe she wasn't
I mean,
telling
what?
you she was talking to me.
She told me every day she talked to you, you moron. I have the text messages. What date was it?
Back and look.
And furthermore, Keanu, you don't know how to tell time. Like,
this isn't hard.
I mean, I have extensive text and phone calls from her. What
What's
would
the
you
last
like to
one?
know?
That's it. What's the last one? It's the easiest question on earth. What is it? What's the last,
The last
one? What's
phone
the date?
call or the last text
Both.
message? I'm sorry, there's a lot of them.
The bottom one.
It's the bottom one. The last
January.
More the merrier.
Really? Here's the difference. You have text messages from April as our relationship was fraying and falling apart. Yeah, they're gonna make me.
You have a wife, weirdo. What are you talking about? All right, you would fight with your wife about her all the time, and it would make April feel like shit. You would
yeah,
have
Muta Corral
April
says,
come over,
Nick yelled, Keanu just repeated herself like the bird
sex with her, and then
brain
send her
she
back
is.
next door. Do I need to say more? Are we done here?
Are you done?
Does your wife know
Basically, the
that
only
you
thing
were
that
gonna
Keanu
leave her for
exposed
April? Is that what you told
that
her?
night. Okay, Nick spurged out, sure. It's never a good look. You never want to spurg out. I get that. But you also expose, not only don't you know how to tell time, but you don't know how to work or operate a cell phone in 2025.
Yes,
And you're like you're like on the internet, right?
He's gonna leave his wife.
I mean, can we just get to the fucking show? We know what happened here. We know what happened. Nick yelled.
You want to hear it?
Hey,
dummy,
really.
conscious. And
I'm
yes,
2
you
minutes
are a
past
cunt.
my heart out.
So if we're playing this
You're the
tricky game,
dumbest
any
cunt
Aaron
ever.
mentioned tonight, any mention that Nick is a liar, and any this little piggy mention of Nick's crash out or this little piggy will constitute all of us to take a shot. And this is what we started with here. They're playing the Third World Aristocrat video. So if you're drinking at home here tonight, just brace yourselves. That's all I got to say, because there's going to be a lot of those three mentions I'm predicting. What the big reveal's going to be, I'm not quite sure. Is it going to be that Nick's choke slamming his children behind closed doors? Hopefully that's the case. Is Nick doing some sort of other dirty, nefarious things behind closed doors? Possibly. It wouldn't shock me, man. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't shock me. Again, Nick wants to paint this picture that, he just got wrapped up and he in fact does love his family, does love his kids. But you have to remember, if you loved your family, loved your kids, you never would have been in this position to begin with. That's just a fact.
She told me what she told you. I know it's in.
So what's the big reveal going to be? What could it possibly even be? Does this Gabe Hoffman have anything? Is this one big elaborate troll?
Relationship for a long time. How are you this stupid?
All right, we're fine, I think, getting into the show. Thank fucking Christ.
Isn't that exciting? Okay, we're
What's
gonna
my
do
sound
it.
drop?
Whee! 1, 2, and
Bing, bing, bing.
bing.
That's
Bing,
literally
bing,
my
bing,
sound drop.
Bing, bing,
She's
bing,
stealing
bing.
my drops.
Okay. Isn't that exciting?
Wow. What a fucking biatch. Cool, more intro. Hey, next time any of you fuckers want to give me shit about long, extensive intros, think twice. Think twice.
Can you hear me? Can you feel me?
It's when shots rang out and she ducked for cover.
Why couldn't that bullet hit her in the fucking head? Fuck, man. Get to it.
Stand-up comic.
1,800. There's no way she's got 1,800 viewers right now. That's bizarre to me. Aaron the Rat for 5 says, I got crack pipes. No alcohol. Can I play along?
My dad sings
Sure, if you're smoking crack here tonight, or if you're smoking meth, crack, shooting heroin, we advise strongly against it. But if you're gonna do it, yes, you could play along as well. Aaron the Rat.
Nope.
The Rat is, not only does he bag sand, but he smokes crack while he watches this show. It's pretty impressive stuff. It's pretty impressive stuff.
When are these two idiots going to stop?
You can't, Keanu, you cannot call anyone an idiot. You don't know how to tell. You don't know how to fucking
Just waiting for this
tell time. I mean, what are we talking about here? Imagine I think Jake Hudson calling somebody a retard. It just doesn't work. All right, finally the show. Yes, showtime.
Hello.
Oh, she's staticky.
Everyone. Can you?
She's pulling a Chad Zumach.
Can you hear me?
No, you sound
Can
robotic.
You feel
she
me?
sounds robotic.
This is a very exciting.
She's already dropped the ball, folks.
I am
She's
so,
already dropped the ball.
So excited and elated
Yes.
to bring in our guest. I will bring him in just a minute.
Wow.
But you can
talk
see
about
me,
dropping the
feel me.
bag.
Yes, you can. Hi, everyone.
What a dummy.
Welcome. What's wrong with my microphone?
Gina's like, fix your
Is my
audio
audio
now.
off? I don't think so.
She don't know. Yes.
Well, I don't know. Well,
Scraggly.
how?
Yeah, it's scraggly. It's exactly what it
That's
is.
never-
These two are idiots. They shouldn't
Audio
be
is
behind a
clipping.
microphone.
Audio is clipping and crackling and static. Okay. I'll fix it.
You know how you could fix it? Unplug it, unscrew it from that mic arm boom, and throw it in the fucking trash can where it belongs.
How's that?
Sounds like
Any
shit.
better?
Yes. No one
Crackling?
tell her. Why is everyone telling her? You guys are all fucking puss riders. You're all Keanu puss riders. Let her go. Let her do the interview like this. It'd be hilarious.
Crunchy static. Okay.
She could just say she was mimicking Chad Zumach.
Well, there was StreamYard issues today. Clipping, no better.
That's why you don't use StreamYard, dickwads. I mean, what a bunch of fucking rooks.
Better or worse?
Sounds great. No, it
Better
sounds great.
or
Seriously. Seriously, it sounds great. You guys are all fucking puss washers over here in this chat room.
Audio is crackling. Huh?
This is amazing.
Another win for the toe.
It might be a StreamYard issue.
Are you dumb? Stupid or dumb?
Is Will in?
Who the fuck is Will?
What do you mean?
Will Heron?
Gabe. Yeah. How do you sound, Gabe? Hey, Gabe. Hi.
Look at this
I
guy.
sound weird, right?
Look at this
You
fucking
totally do.
layout.
I
How
do.
do I sound?
Give
Like
me a
shit.
second. Give me a second. I will fix it. I don't know why this is.
She's sweating profusively.
Be because it never happens to me like.
Yes. Yes.
We just did a
Real
sound
as
check.
Stevie Lou
Ladies
for
and
99
gentlemen,
cents.
Welcome to Keanu Live. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yes, it won't be. You're dropping the ball, you clout goblin.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stevie. For the, I mean, and I do mean this in every sense of the word, shekels.
Hello. Don't worry, everyone. It'll be fine.
I'm not wearing it at all. Oh, she's unplugging it. Unplug it. Get her to unplug it.
Don't worry, ladies and
Unplug
gentlemen.
it and
Gabe is
blow on the
clear, yeah.
cord.
We just tested this. Listen, this is what you get around here for every once in a while. We just tested the sound.
We tested. No, you didn't. Clearly.
Eugene did this to me.
I did nothing.
You
Yeah,
did.
probably Gino's grease dripped into the fucking monitors in the computer, causing it to
different cord?
malfunction. Good one, guys.
Let me look at it. Pause. Think of it. Let's see. Listening.
She's fumbling, folks.
Dun, 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 dun.
She's fumbling.
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen.
Sounds like her turd
Figure it out.
cover.
Don't worry. I won't let you have a terrible.
Oh my Lord Jesus Christmas! I couldn't have asked for a better start here tonight.
Just pause.
Epic. Thank you, Mr. Rat.
How
Keep
could
smoking that
be
crack.
the thing? Yeah, just trip over it, Gino.
If you just tune into the show, you're like, why is
Okay,
this host
give me
telling
1
his
second.
fans
Let
to
me
smoke
look
crack?
into it. I'll play you.
This is
Just
amazing.
give me 1 second. I'm gonna
Play
look
another
into it
intro.
and
Play
I'll
the
be
another.
right
Play the
back,
Third
all
World
right?
Aristocrat video again. I love it so much. I haven't seen it 97 times already. But we've gone blank. We've gone blank. This is amazing. Yes. Yes. Truly incredible stuff. So we're watching Keanu completely again. I couldn't ask for a better start. All you fucking puss riders, you Keanu simps, shame on you for telling her any of this was happening. Yeah, I mean, all these people, audio's not working, audio. She's not gonna fuck you, bro. She's not gonna fucking even think about fucking you. You know what I mean? Stop being such a fucking simp. Christ. Let her audio completely fail. That's why we're here. Soft NAH. Yeah. NHH hashtag. We will not read that. Soft. You could hashtag that. You could super chat me $1,000. And all of those thousands of dollars, which with a hashtag called hashtag One Nation. I'll never read it. If I would charge back. Imagine me cucking my own self. What do you think this is? This ain't steel toe.
I'm a polycule cuck fag retard. And that's never changing.
Never changing. So we're just waiting here. There's 1,700, almost 1,800 strong over on Keanu's chat room here tonight. We're sitting at a strong 80 shout out. I think Mersh is sniping this too. Let's see what Mersh is up to while we're waiting here. Let's see what the
Hello.
No, maybe not. Sorry, Mersh. We'll come back to you.
Is that any better at all? Anything better or worse?
Sounds like shit.
Better or worse? Better,
Look at all
much
these
better,
simps.
much
Take
better.
all these guys' names down
Jesus.
here.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna be honest with you. I almost just if that didn't work, I might have been hanging from my shower rod. My God. Hello, everyone. I feel like a fucking IT guy, for Christ's sake. I apologize, everyone. That never. You already dusted me. That never happens. It never happened. Okay, perfect. Jesus fucking Christ. Do you want to know what happened to me? And I'm just going to let you in on this, okay?
Please
you.
do.
A shot. I would love one. Yes, thank you. Then before I bring
Did Gino just say
Gabe in,
loose vagina? Did they just cheers? Did Gino just say loose vagina? Hold on, can I?
Gabe,
Give me
a
that one.
shot. I would love one. Yes, thank you. Then before
I could have sworn he just said, hey, cheers, Keanu, to your loose vagina. Confirmed by Gino, Keanu does in fact have a loose vagina.
That's a fucking fact.
like we're not gonna do it today. We're just gonna be like, fuck you, Keanu, and to everyone in the world. So that comes back. I tested the microphone. Gabe and I had a sound test, and then
What kind of test did you give it?
That's
Let's
what
start
happened.
there.
So we're going to.
Was it an
we're
IQ
gonna
test?
rewind.
Sobriety test? Drug
Hello,
test?
everyone. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel me? It's me, Keanu C. Thompson, and we're going to have a very, very, very exciting episode tonight.
This better be good.
I do apologize for the technical difficulties.
Okay, we know. You apologize.
All right,
you had
ladies
tech
and gentlemen,
difficulties.
we're
Let's
bringing
get Gabe
in
Hoffman.
right now. And I believe I'm on Kick too. Yes. Okay, good.
She's on Kick.
That's good. I started a Kick channel, but Kiki Bucks are in order. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm gonna do something radical. I'm gonna go ahead and
Give us
I'm gonna
Kiki
give you
Bucks.
each and every one of you here.
Whoa, I haven't
1
seen this
trillion
bit.
Kiki Bucks for all of
Whoa.
you. And 85,000
So cool.
Kiki coins. Okay.
Give me-
Wow. That make it better?
I
Does
can't
that
wait.
make it
Hey,
a
Aaron the
little bit
Rat,
better?
does Kiki Bucks or Kiki Coins buy you crack cocaine from that drug dealer of yours,
We're gonna have
or
fun
how does that
tonight.
work?
We're going to get into all things Rekieta. Investigative journalist Gabe Hoffman is coming on. I'm
Wondering,
going to
Jay,
bring him in
is
just a
spitting
moment.
facts here. Michaeline and Keanu, in fact, do
Remind you,
share men.
Subscribe if you're not subscribed.
They're
become a
Eskimo
member if you're not a
sisters.
member.
That is a
We're gonna
fact.
have just such a ball. Okay. I cannot thank this man enough. You know him. You love him.
I have no
we're
idea who
going
he
to
is.
Get into everything
How do I-
Rekieta and
What?
everything internet
You
and
know
everything.
him, love him.
you
I actually
know,
have no idea who he is.
with the whole debacle that is
Oh my God, bitch, just
all
get
of the
to it.
polycule,
I'm already
goings-on
annoyed.
and everything.
I'm already annoyed.
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, you know him. He is the
Oh,
documentarian, the producer of the documentary An Open Secret, Gabe Hoffman, ladies and gentlemen. Hello.
Look at
Hey,
this
Keanu,
guy.
how are you?
I am well. Well, I wasn't well.
He looks like a poor version's
I don't know. We just did a
Giannis
sound
Pappas.
check. I don't know how that
This is what
happened.
Giannis
I do
Pappas would look like if
apologize.
his
I know,
comedy
we've-
career
we've
didn't
already
really
lost. I mean, you're late and gay and
take
you
off.
cringe.
Actually, I don't.
It's just so
Giannis
cringe.
Pappas have a good comedy career.
Like,
I
I thought I
have
was
no
gonna
idea.
have to do a whole pre-apology and be like, listen, I'm not a pro streamer. I got a lot of information here. I might have to look down and look at my notes and blah blah blah. And then you screwed up the whole thing for me. Now I
How
don't really know
the hell,
what.
Gabe? I'm just teasing.
Oof.
Oh my God, no! I was honestly, I have no idea. We just did a sound check. I
She's
swear
so
to God,
nervous.
were
We know. He
chatting
heard
backstage,
you.
feeling
Sound
our
test. We
heels. I don't
tested
know
the
how that
mic.
happened, so
Sobriety
I
test.
do
We know.
apologize. But the reason that we're all here is you, Gabe, and I want to get
Sounds
to
like
know
she's
you a
calling
little
him
bit
gay.
in case people don't know you. But
The reason
I
why we're all here is
assume the
because of
reason
you,
everyone
gay.
Here, is here.
It's kind
is
of
because
rude.
They do
Call your host
know
or
you
your
and are familiar
guest
with
gay.
your work. But first question I have for you is, what brought you into this world, sort of? What striked your interest with with the Rekieta sort of Imholt thing? And
It was the cum
made
eating,
you,
wasn't
like,
it,
go,
Gabe?
Like, something's not right there. Let me invest.
I can tell this Gabe is into cuck
Well, I mean,
porn.
look, I was never a Nick Rekieta A-log. I really didn't care much about him. Like, look, I would see some clips on the clip channel for Kino
Let's see if Nick
Casino
is
and
watching.
listen to him sometimes or other. And I mean, I knew about the major stuff, like the Baldo and the swinging and the cocaine.
The
and
Baldo.
kid testing
Imagine
positive
being
and just all
known
the
for as
stuff
a
people knew, but
the
like,
guy, the
I wasn't
Baldo
really
guy.
into it or thinking
Yikes.
it was interesting like that much. And it was just random. One day, about a week and a half ago, I just happened to be on Twitter for 10, 15 minutes. I saw something. It was related to the body cam footage. Josh Moon posted something. It was only like 5 minutes old, and I just thought, oh, well, this might be a little news. People might like to see it. So that's it. I posted one tweet, and then I started hearing some things, and people that I felt might be credible started coming to me. And I thought, well, you know what? Look, he's not important enough for like a mainstream full-time journalist to ever be like looking into these things.
Wow. Hear that, Nick?
I did hear of some things that I thought they could potentially be credible. I didn't know if they were. I wrote, the tweet that I wrote just saying, look, I'm going to be investigating these things. I didn't say anything more. And
Investigating.
And then, well, if you know Nick, yes, he's the keyboard warrior that, I mean, he responds to every tweet. He's already been in our dear chat today. So I'm sure he's loving this. Hi, Nick. Hi, hello.
Yeah, it was a really mature and professional, response there for sure. But like, this is a little side quest. I've looked into him for a week and a half. I'm done with that at that point. I'm not going on other people's shows. I'm not talking about Nick Rekieta again. I have to tonight. It's kind of.
I want to have Gabe on my
over.
show.
But one thing I'd like
to
just make a little bit clear, if I might have just a little opening statement.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's not under my control what people tell me or don't tell me or what the facts are or what they aren't. I just ask you to judge me on what ends up getting presented, whether it's credible or not, whether you think it's
2,000 views for
conveyed
Keanu.
that it's been vetted and cross-checked and referenced, in
Incredible.
a credible fashion. I do think that we need to understand a little bit of the backstory. We need to understand a little bit of the people that surround him to understand Rekieta itself and the direct allegations.
This better be good.
That I'll
Gabe.
eventually convey and that we'll get into.
Yeah.
We're not gonna look. I'm not throwing shade, but we're not going to be the Kino Casino. We're not going to spend 20 minutes going over a single clip.
This is the Kiki Casino.
But yeah, if there's a 3-minute clip that you've seen here or there, look, we'll get through it in 5 or 6 minutes.
Right.
And, so and for a lot of people who haven't, then it'll be informative. So ready to go when you are.
Okay. So, well, a couple other things. So in case people don't know, and I'm sure that they do, though, this is your job. Like, how did you get into this profession of investigative journalism?
Well,
sort of.
you know, I'm an investment manager. That's been my job for over
Yeah.
20 years. But
Oh, you
and-
just do the fun like snooping on the side. And
yeah,
then
so
it-
right. So in about 2012, a good friend that I went to college with, undergrad at NYU, Matt Valentinas, and we were just keeping up on things and talking. And it was right around the time that Corey Feldman and Corey Haim were had their reality TV show, The Two Coreys, and we were talking about documentaries. Blackfish had just come out on CNN that exposed kind of all those crazy things that went on with the SeaWorld, Assault in the Ring, with some boxing stuff on HBO, and just came to the conclusion like, hey, you know, documentaries could do some good in the world if they're done right and they're on the right subject. And he pitched me the idea. He became an entertainment lawyer, and he pitched me the idea like, hey, there's never been a documentary done on child sex abuse. And so I said to myself, like, look, I'm not a documentary guy. I'm not whatever. And I wasn't convinced there was anything real. And he didn't have any like specific knowledge. But what he did sell me on is to have the research done. So we contracted with a film company, Amy Berg. She had just done a really groundbreaking documentary. She got nominated for an Oscar. She was one of the finalists for doing something on the Catholic Church. And so we hired them. We wrote a check. We hired private investigators. We did all that. It took them a few months, and then the research came back to me. It was
gonna be
a couple
tough.
binders full. It was crazy stuff. And I said, all right, we'll make the documentary. We made it. When it came out, we released it free online. It went viral. We ended the career of the most powerful pedophile that anybody's ever
yeah.
of in Hollywood, Bryan Singer, some other people. You can still watch it for free on Vimeo. And so that was kind of my entry into that. It was just, you know, a charitable side quest to kind of do some good.
And you did, my God, because that would have just kept on like happening, I think.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, Jesus. So
Her responses, I mean, are seriously one of like a
doing is a good
6-year-old.
thing. And so then you decide. So you've only been looking into Rekieta for a week and a half, you say.
Right. So just to you know finish that a little bit, we really started the whole genre of documentaries about, you know, CSA in Hollywood. Like there weren't any before us. We walked so the other people could run. I mean, look, when we were at Cannes Film Festival, I had the, you know, head of acquisitions from Netflix and his girlfriend were, you know, we gave him a private screening, and I mean, at the end of it, like she's bawling and everything, crying, and I'm thinking, oh, we got this thing sold, but they didn't know that that people would actually want to watch it for real. The networks weren't convinced there would be a real market for it, even though we got great critical reviews from like New York Times and Rotten Tomatoes, and I mean all the mainstream.
I'm sure you did.
It was
Gabe.
glowing, but then they wouldn't pick it up for any amount of money. And so when we put it out for free, we got 5 million people saw it in like the first couple of weeks. It made headlines all over the world. I was on like TV all over the world. You know, his career's over in a couple of weeks. He's never worked in Hollywood again, Bryan Singer. And then the networks realized like, okay, there is a market for this. People will watch it. And so that's why you saw the one about, for example, you know, the Michael Jackson one got made, and the other documentaries got made. We walked so they could run, and you know, that's cool.
That's true. Yeah. Well, you're doing the Lord's work. My God. Good for you.
Keanu's in over her head
I
here.
wanted to say also, Gabe, we have a few chats in here. We'll answer. What did we talk about? We'll do. If you have
we got to tell them the rules. We got to tell them the rules.
The rules are this. We'll get to $20 or more. We'll get to it immediately. If you have a question for Gabe, he has no holds bar. He will answer any question, but you got to do $20 or more if you want us to answer it immediately. Okay.
You got to pay the lady. I want to see you make money. I want to see you have a successful show.
I'll tell you this much.
I don't get any of it.
You have a
I
good
might have been
sense of humor.
a bit intrigued wanting to check this guy's documentaries out before this, but now I don't want to see anything this guy's ever made if he chose to go on Keanu's show to disclose any of this.
That I ended up on.
Oh, this little piggy.
Roll before my.
It's a mention. If we're drinking at home, it's a drinking rules. And this little piggy mention. Drink up, drink up. I actually have to make another drink. I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave it on.
this person really, right? I wanted to ask, like, did you think like, okay, this'll let me throw this gal a bone, or were you like, no, I think this will be like an interesting conversation? Because you could have just gone on and exposed your findings on any other show, but tell me why you wanted to hang out with me.
Well, I don't know. I just thought that I saw your confrontation with, Rekieta, and I just thought, like, hey, a lot of people got great content out of it, and it wasn't on your show. You didn't get paid for it, so I just thought karma. It would be kind of nice that you should get your shine a little bit. But I also looked at the format. And I just thought it would fit what we were doing. And look, I don't know if anything good or interesting will come out for other people, but if it does, they can clip it and they can do their thing too.
It's going to
So
be
I just
very
thought it would kind of fit. We'll see what happens. We'll see how good you are at pulling up some of these clips there.
Don't you worry. I have them all pulled up for the most part.
I'm sure you do, Keanu.
I do have to make one correction though.
Uh-oh.
Because of my prior work with an open secret.
Cheers.
I wrote a tweet before, and I said that there wasn't anything sexual in nature that I was looking into with my investigation. But in the course of my investigation, I
subscribed to your OnlyFans.
I did get somebody I spoke with. I didn't ask for it. If something comes of it, I'll make the proper responses to any kind of law enforcement or anything like that. But I did get, and I deleted it right away. I didn't give it to anybody, but I did get, I was sent a video clip and a couple pictures that I didn't ask for or anything like that.
People, are you making a joke? People were sexting you, like
no,
no,
they
Keanu.
concern,
what an
the
idiot.
Nick Rekieta investigation.
Oh boy. Okay.
And I'll
She's really fucking
cut it out of
stupid.
my mind, it's just terrible.
Wait, people are sexting you?
Yeah.
No, it has to deal with the
but
Rekieta,
it
you
was,
fucking moron.
I don't know why they filmed this. It's just terrible. It's sick. Not my cup of tea. But yeah, it was Nick Rekieta and Aaron Imhold involved in some sexual
Whoa!
Thank God you were making
Another
joke.
win for the show.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, is he kidding?
Okay. That's the only thing I'll joke about. Everything else will be serious.
That was a joke. Good joke, Gabe.
Yes.
It wasn't Aaron mentioned, though.
Look it up, baby. Look
it wasn't Aaron mentioned, so let's drink up to that.
That's right.
We were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
I thought he was serious.
About April there, he's talking about Aaron. So,
and we should give one shout out to that Third World Aristocrat on YouTube. I think that was in your pre-roll. There's a lot of good stuff on there, just with Rekieta and all that. He puts a lot of good stuff together, and it's informative and it's entertaining. So
thank you, Third World Aristocrat. I've been I basically did a whole stream where I went over that entire video, and
we know in 6 parts. 6 parts.
I cannot thank you enough.
You're still talking about it to this day.
Perfect.
Chef's
Perfect
kiss. We know.
Representation of what
happened. I know.
So
la la la. Nitrous Nick.
Aristocrat with
So
that.
We get it.
Just a basic outline. What's come public in the last week and a half as a result of the investigation.
Come on, you can't
already,
say come
I do think
public.
It's important.
Come on,
they were
Gabe.
important things. And,
Don't you know where you're at?
It's a contribution to the public discourse that we'll get into. But I think even before I get into specific Nick Rekieta things that are more serious, that
This Gabe's 5'1"
worth going over, and that's the redo of Healer stuff. I think
Says
that's,
Chris.
Look,
What
that's
gives
terrible.
you that?
That's
What
very
gives that
serious.
away?
People didn't really know about it. I basically saw something on Kiwi Farms that was, look, there's a lot of Nick Rekieta information on there. I went through it.
I
Not
heard
all of
it's 9,000 pages now. Right.
But I saw this thing, and you don't know if people are gossiping or it's real or not, but I reached out to Alyssa Clips. I said, is this real or not? She ran
This
something
guy
through
knows way
transcripts
too
she
much
had.
about all this.
She
for
I
only
asked
doing
for
this a week and a
compilation.
half.
She put it together in chronological order, and then I went through it and thought, okay,
Did you pay her?
That was very
She has
real.
cancer right now, and you're getting her
Something I
to
came
make you
across, which
montages.
would be very important is the whole Sophie Reed, the whole Sophie Long, matter, which was really early Nick Rekieta before he became who he was. I think you're going to get a great insight.
When you were telling me about that, I had no clue about that. Yeah, yeah.
So I think you're going to get chat's going to get a really good insight into who Nick Rekieta really is before there was a lot of the visible sort of degeneracy that we saw online.
Right.
And look, we'll get into the serious stuff too, and we'll also talk about some of the orbiters, because I think who you surround yourself with and who you interact with is really important. It does show who you are.
Very true. Very true. These are Nick Rekieta's friends, for instance.
Bitch.
She
might be retarded. You retard.
Keanu has nothing.
Too dumb to talk to you. You retard. You dumb bitch. She's dumb. Kiki, jump off a cliff.
You are so wrong. I could show
You say incapable of taking
whatever.
You're the dumbest cunt ever.
He's not wrong,
The
by
other-
the way.
the other
She's
thing,
pretty
I
dumb.
told you this offline, but I'll just say, like, look, your chat is going to do what they're going to do. You're going to, whatever your policies are, they are what they are. Don't change nothing for me.
Policies?
I understand that if you get 1,000 people together on the internet, there's going to be a few that want to throw me in the oven. And if that makes them feel good, that makes them feel good.
Throw you in
People
the
can chat
oven?
whatever they want. They just got to pay the lady to get the question answered.
If you make one, you say something to my friend Gabe, I'll give you all a Kiki tax. All of you.
My
And all
friend
of you will get a
Gabe?
Kiki tax. You say one untoward thing to my dearest friend Gabe here.
You just met
you're
him.
Gonna get a Kiki
You're
tax,
literally
and you're
just
not gonna
meeting
like
him.
it. And I'll give it to you now. There you go.
How dare you?
Okay, can we stop? This is almost
Well,
turning
you'll
into
get
a
that.
Chad Zumach, sit down Zumach, Kumias Cox episode. Drop after drop after
Let
drop.
me read the rules.
Holy
But
balls.
read what you got to read. Business first.
These are the rules, okay? We have a couple $20 ones, so let's read them. Gabe will answer any question he doesn't mind. We'll get to the $20 ones first. Then there'll be priority, and then we'll get into that. So let's see that, and then we'll get to the rest of them later. How about that? How's that sound, Gabe?
Yeah, go for it.
It's Permaseal Finishing. Thank you for the
Oh,
$19.99. I found my
Jesus.
way here from LawYube and the Pope of Law Tube, Nikki Rackets. What a piece of shit, and and the slow is no better. That's right. There you go. There you go. Thank you for the $19.99. We have a Cerebral Parasite. Thank you for the $20. Hi, Nick. We know you're watching. He is. I'm sure he's probably been watching since it went,
What?
fucking live. Even before he was in the chat. So hello, Nicholas. Why don't you go
He
pay
is.
attention to your wife and kids? That might be nice for once. They're like, "Where's Dad?" He's no worries. He is not there.
Good one, Keanu.
So I ran.
Six slam.
Conch. Thank you for the $20. I ran, huh? Any idea what that means? I have no.
This
idea.
avatar looked
But thank
like
you.
Mark
One
Zuckerberg.
thing about, sorry.
What's that? Go ahead.
One thing about Rekieta, real quick. Look,
Yeah.
He's got three choices.
Three choices?
The first choice would be the smart choice, which is just don't give a shit about what people say about you on the internet, and just if you're watching, just turn it off and go fix your life. The second choice is if you really do care about what people say about you on the internet, then be a real man, act like a real content creator, and turn it off now, and then fire it up, do a live stream, and actually do a live react and show people your live reactions to the whole thing, like a real content creator would, like an Ethan Klein, H3H3, or like.
Did he just
other,
source
big,
Ethan
smart, funny people
Klein?
will. I don't recommend
I knew
it.
I
but that's
smelled
what he
Jew
did.
in this guy.
The third choice
right now, I would
is
be a
one I hope he
Jew.
doesn't take, which is to do like this little sort of
More whippets. I'm just kidding.
but
Whip
to
it
do the little back and
jokes.
forth, to do like the,
Killing it.
the passive aggressive, snipes at people to try to guess to who talked to me and who said what to me, which I'm not going to say. You might guess them wrong anyway. You're just going to look like an idiot. So just, he'll do what he's going to do. I just wanted to get that off my chest.
The thing is,
Thanks,
I
Gabe.
just think, like,
Appreciate that.
What does he think he's doing? What does he think
I can't
he's
take this guy
accomplishing?
serious.
And who does
He
he
just
think
sourced
he's
Ethan
changing
Klein.
the minds of?
Do what a real content creator would do, and like Ethan Klein from H3.
Fucking typing away. I don't understand it. And the reason he got so it took what,
Okay.
Gabe? You saw that clip, all of 2 minutes when I
Oh.
just showed him himself.
They're
in the
talking about the
mirror
clip. This little piggy, drink
on
up.
that screen.
Drink up, drink up, drink up.
He kept coming back for more, and he fucking got red in the face and fucking
I'm gonna be
angry.
fucking slammed
it also
by the end of
brings
this.
to mind, imagine if it took him 2
Man, I
minutes
got work
to talk to
tomorrow.
me like
Yikes.
that. Imagine what his he talks to his family, like, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
if
she's
you could
having-
start bringing up some of the tweets about like
Yeah.
his responses.
Yeah,
to
can we
me.
get into it,
It's just-
please?
It's like,
Fuck.
dude, what are you in third grade? Like, I mean, this is like,
No,
he's
actually, I'm
tweeting,
in
like sexual
fourth.
stuff about me, and it's like I haven't even said anything about you yet.
I
don't know
do
if you can
have
pull a couple
those.
of those up, but
Bro, your name's
you're just
Gabe.
like, it's like, this
Nick,
is like third
seriously,
grade.
Nick,
Like,
you
what are
shouldn't
in third
really.
grade? But as we're gonna know,
You should have nothing to fear, unless it's all true, and in which case, then you should probably run away.
So and
to
then
Alaska
I
or
just
something.
don't see how like Nick Rekieta freak out this morning, blah blah blah. So we'll get to this in just 1 second. Let's
Come
do a
on, you can
couple
do
of
it,
these since
Keanu.
we're a little behind. Let's go to the tweet first, just the way he responds to you. Bum bum bum.
Bing, bing, bing.
Cerebral parasite. Gabe, did he
Oh gosh.
really burr and meh a girl outside and Arby's in 1998? That doesn't even seem like something we should have up on the screen. I can't imagine.
Not that I know of, but you know.
Jesus Christ. Do you know anything about that's not true? That can't be true.
No.
Jesus Christ.
He would have been like 13 years old or 14 years old. I mean,
Oh my God, these people. Permaseal Finishing, thank you for the 1999. 5 young children, loving wife, career, generational wealth. What could go wrong? Yeah. He was in a sexual and very loving relationship. That's what happened. There you go. 1999. We'll get to it now here. Gabe, can you
Does anyone else
stand
want to
up, walk
jam
around
ice
the
picks
room
into their
and
eye right about now?
trot? Also, please give your hair a little tug. Oh, and I'm gonna need to see that bulge too. Thanks. Look,
there is something really funny I'll say about that is like look, I'm 5'7". It is what it is. They measured me for my driver's
You're
license. But
5'7"?
Sometimes what'll happen is like it when I was on the Keno Casino election stream, there's somebody who saw me like walk across the room and they're like, oh my God, the guy must be like only 4 feet tall.
Oh
shit. And the reason they thought that is look, I've been fortunate and blessed, and I live in a house with like really high ceilings. They're 14
Oh,
feet
your
on the
ceilings.
second floor.
Yeah.
So it was a wide shot. And
Keep
like,
lying,
so I only took up
shorty.
like less than half of the back shot.
Keep
to the
on
ceiling.
lying.
And so they're like, oh my God. It's like, and the guy doing it, it's like some guy who like lives in a trailer somewhere is like saying that. And like, you know, he's
Well,
never
of
seen a
course,
place
yeah.
with high
And yet here
ceilings,
you
so it's
are
just-
responding
it's just
to it.
funny
Nick
how people
Rekieta's
do that.
responding to him right now, probably. You know, like that's the kind you're just like, yeah, okay.
So
it's
confirmed,
just a
Gabe
weird
Hoffman is
angle.
4
Also, no one
foot
cares.
tall.
I'm 5'6". My husband is 5'8", I think.
He's
Isn't
not.
he?
He's
just like a touch
5'7".
8.5.
He's not.
Is
I
you're a
tower
taller
over Gino. This is a
you're taller
lie.
than me, if you're a touch taller than me, even the same height, no woman cares. It's not about that. My God.
Yeah, but when you're 4 foot,
Okay, we'll get to the rest
that
of
could
the
be a
orange
bit
ones later,
concerning.
but you brought up we want to look at these tweets. What would you like to bring up first? So you tell me.
Yeah, bring up his response.
your height. Can we bring up your
His
height,
response
Gabe?
tweets. Initial video response. Here we go.
So Chris was on the money. He said 5'1" earlier.
All right.
Minty says honker. Beak.
Because
What?
I'm sitting there and it's like you're an attorney. Like this is what you have to say.
What did you say?
No, go ahead, play it.
Play the clip. Play it.
YouTube says, what will Gabe Hoffman announce? I don't know. Maybe he's latent homosexuality. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know anything about this Gabe Hoffman guy. Apparently, he's done some investigation into me.
A week and a half.
Kind of
Yeah.
curious what the hell.
Can
he
you
thinks he's
call
gonna
that an
find,
investigation,
because
by the way?
I don't know.
Can we just say too? I mean, he still doesn't look well, right?
It's like, dude, you can't Google me.
Thanks, Captain
Yeah.
Obvious.
What?
Like, really?
What? And also, like, what he's calling you gay? Hilarious. What's wrong with you,
Well,
man?
is he?
As if there's anything wrong with being gay. I know you're not, but it's like he's
How
like,
do you
I don't
know?
He's gonna find about
Where's
me.
his wife?
He's got a red fucking nose. Most likely, I don't know if you think this, but seems like he's maybe snorting his prescription Adderall. Probably.
Is he
He
Keanu?
did post that he's done that. It's like, I mean, so Adderall is something that, well, I know from my investment days, like when it first came out,
Of
is
course,
it's a
yeah.
combination of several methamphetamine salts, and they put it into an extended release. So if somebody decides to crush it and snort it, it is really a way of like abusing it, because instead of
They do
getting
have
in your
immediate
system
release,
slowly,
Gabe. It's not just
like
all
a boom.
ERs.
I mean, I never snorted nothing in my life. but
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
wonder,
With a beak like that, now
guy's
we
got
know
a
you're
nose
lying,
that's like,
shorty.
the red as the devil, and you're going, what's
What
going
is
on?
happening? Right.
All
And
right,
then everybody fucking call me
To
like
anybody who
women.
ever says I never snorted anything a day in my life
I'm like,
typically means they're a snorter.
now it's like it's very clear, even in that
This
stream,
fucking-
he keeps leaving. His voice is 8 octaves deeper. This is why I think Nick, in
Cool.
my
Let's talk about his
opinion,
voice and his nose. This is why we're all here tonight.
He's not. No, I don't need him to say he's sorry. I don't care about him or really his like family. I don't really know them, but he's not like, I don't think he thinks he has a problem. But it's just the government's fault. They shouldn't have come in and done this. And so yeah, I'll snort my prescription Adderall just for the thrill of it. Just take the Adderall.
We
if you're
are always
prescribed
snorting
it,
for
Nick.
the thrill of it. Thrill
Why
of
are
it.
you snorting it? It doesn't make fucking
Because it hits you
sense to me,
faster.
but
Why do you think?
let's continue.
Fuck.
My life was kind of
These people piss me
spread it
off,
open for the
man.
public. So who knows?
Soft for two says Gabe's never ridden a roller coaster. Hashtag too short. Hashtag not doing it.
Oh. Okay. I guess. And Molly. And he did LSD.
Gabe has to ride those the little roller coasters that they have at amusement parks and at state fairs.
I guess.
That's the
guess it
track is just basically one loop.
So
There's your
like,
hashtag
what
one.
does that matter?
I mean, dude, your nose is bright red, like you're ghost pale, and then your nose is bright red, and we don't think anything's going on. Okay.
And does this seem like a sober person to you? I
No.
don't know. I don't listen.
He's not. I mean,
experimented.
you
in
guys
life, I
just
guess, but
see. This is how
maybe you haven't,
stupid
Gabe,
both of
like,
these
I don't
Gabe
know.
Hoffman and Keanu Thompson is. It's how retarded both of these people are. You just went on this whole big tirade about his prescription Adderall, and then you're like, "Does this look like a sober person?" He's not sober. He's not sober. Hello.
Experiment with other people, but yeah, that's
They're acting
his
like they're
thing. He's
cracking the Da Vinci Code here. It's like
gay
it's.
man or whatever. Meanwhile, he's just fucked up. Look at him.
Look at
at
you.
him.
We'll see in a minute. We'll see in a minute where this might come from.
Ridiculous.
This is, I mean, unreal.
It's very strange. Tube says, "What will Gabe Hoffman
So,
announce?" I don't know. Maybe he's latent
Yeah.
Okay,
homosexuality.
so it's
I'm not
replaying now here.
So, if you pull up some of his tweet responses real quick,
I will do it.
because it's not just a throwaway comment. It's that like that's literally the first like 3 or 4 things he said to me was like gay stuff, and it's like, come on, man.
It's
Harry Dunn says
projection,
Kiki's gonna make a couple
probably.
thousand on tonight's show. Probably.
Might be.
Well,
But
did
she
you
needs
see
it.
the- Yeah,
She needs it.
and,
She
I mean,
goes.
we've talked about that as well. Like,
If Keanu makes 1,000 every 4 months, that's a lot. You know. So this will be okay. But she'll go right back down to 36 views, making barely $22 a stream.
Nick Rekieta responds like this. Nice to meet you, Gabe. Do you dump money into Kino Casino because you're retarded or because you want to fuck those guys?
Like, I mean, what? Like, what are you on that's what you think you're gonna type into a computer?
He
and you
has
think people are
nothing
gonna like it?
else. Yeah.
And all I said was just, hey, support Alyssa Clips and don't be like this guy.
Exactly. God. And what the fucking shit he said about
Look
her
at Nick's
is
hashtag. It's
unfucking
June,
believable.
faggot.
Right.
So if we go to the old,
Oh,
there's that
God.
old clip of that Kino Shape posted that I sent to you, and I know some people have seen it, but we won't comment too much on it. We'll just kind of let it play. But for those who haven't, about the beginning of Nick Rekieta and his wife's relationship. I think
When
it's very telling.
yes. I have it in my email right here. Give me 1 second.
Producer Keanu.
Na, 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 na. Yes, and I want to thank you for sending me so much material.
Ugh. How cringe.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to do a poll at the end of the at the end of the stream. We're gonna have to see who is better at this, you or Andy Worski? I think you might lose. I think you might lose to Tardsky. I'll be honest.
And that's okay.
Tardsky?
It's you sent.
This guy like worships Kino Casino, eh?
And anything and.
Well, we gotta see who's better at the you or Andy Worski. I think you might actually be worse than Tardsky. Imagine what? What is going on
Retard
here?
alert! Retard alert! I don't have one of those triangles.
Oh my God! Suck their dick. Why don't you?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. It is the.
I hate people that like are casual like observers of these shows, like and then go on another show and then start doing the mimic of the show that they like. Oh my God, that's so fucking unbearably cringe.
And I didn't put it in my Google Doc because it was a minute ago. But
This is going great, Keanu. This is amazing. So far, we've gotten to absolutely zilch.
Yeah, DM it to me if you have
Okay.
it.
Well, one thing I'll just say is that
I'm short.
Well, you can't is it look, I mean,
What the fuck is
you
going
live
on?
life, and I've had a couple of, I had two friends in particular.
Did you?
that,
I've had
look,
two
they
friends
went
myself.
through-
That's why they call me
went
Win
through
by Two.
substance
Kudos to
abuse
Win by
issues,
Two
and
Radio.
It's unfortunate. It happens, and I mean, one didn't do so well, and he didn't go to like a good formal rehab. It's in your DM now, and the other did, and it's like the what I learned from that is a second friend had some real serious alcohol issues, and like we did a full intervention for him. We surprised him.
I'm sorry, I can't take anything a Hobbit says seriously.
Look, thank God everything went.
Furthermore, I can't take anything,
Go into like a real rehab.
serious. I can't take anything serious
somebody's mind, and when
from a
somebody's
person
mind
who's
gotten so bent
actively thinking
really years of
they're going to shit on Nick Rekieta by going on Keanu's stream here. Look at
point
this.
of like these 30-day or 60-day inpatient rehabs where somebody goes and they take away your phone. They're like, you can't have your phone. You could get a visit from, your wife, significant other, kids, kind of once a week for an hour or two. And they just, it's an intensive sort of reprogramming thing. And look, even then people fail, they screw up, whatever.
So we're
but
talking about rehab
just to
now.
have
This
a
is
chance,
awesome. Can we talk
that's
about your
really the smart thing
books?
to do. So I don't know about Nick's situation, but from what I'm seeing, he doesn't really seem like somebody who's been through all that.
No,
really tried.
Let's see Keanu's brilliant respond here. Her
The
retort.
way that you need to have a fighting chance of getting out.
She's
of all this.
sweating.
You see it in his rage issues. You see it when he tweets about wanting ketamine therapy. You see it in, we don't have the clip, but
Quick,
there's
Keanu,
an
nitrous
Alyssa
joke.
Brooks,
Nitrous joke. Do it
clip
now.
where
Quick.
He's talking about his probation.
Come on.
officer. And he's saying that, well, probation isn't such a big deal, that he's only got to spend a few minutes.
Stop playing with
with
your
the
fucking
probation officer
hair.
every few months. But then he goes into, well, he says he'd
Fake
like to
smile.
have a better relationship with the probation officer. Why?
You're not. He's there to check on you, weirdo. Like that's it, and make sure you're doing the right thing. But he doesn't.
He starts baldo-splaining and saying, "Well,
Baldo-splaining.
I'd like to have a better relationship with him because in case I screw up, then I have that relationship." So he's setting the
Look
ground.
at those big. Keanu's fingers are probably as big as Gabe Hoffman's body. His entire body. One of these giant fucking extra large phalanges are actually taller than Gabe Hoffman as a person. Look at these Twin Tower looking motherfuckers. Holy shit. Holy balls, man.
Instead of a recovered drug addict. I mean, you're
text or messages I have from him and some from April with you in a little bit. We'll get to that later. It's just that he's still, I can tell, he doesn't, I don't think he thinks he did or has a problem at all.
You've said this already.
Or had a problem. I think that it's just been from the moment, okay, so I can't do drugs anymore. Whippets don't come up on
What
a
is
drug
the
test.
point?
I'll do those. I'm going to have...
To any of this.
I'm going to teach... He admitted on that fucking stream, I taught April to do whippets and ketamine and Molly and cocaine.
That's a reference to this little
that's
piggy,
what he
guys. Drink up, drink up, drink up.
After he told me, I mean, in paragraph after paragraph after paragraph, that Aaron was lying. Aaron was lying.
And an Aaron mention. Fuck me, man.
It's and that he was a monster, and that Aaron was lying, and that it's not a drug den, and this isn't what it is, and blah blah blah. I think every single other person, and I don't know Kayla, I think she's like, I just want to hang out with my fucking kids. They were taken away from me because of the weird shit we did and got into. I think he's the last one that is sitting there going, you know, whatever.
What?
I'll still do whippets. He needs to cope somehow.
Yeah, he's looking for a cheap high to, you know, beat the system. So play the Kineshek clip.
Yes. Okay. So now we have this.
It's 4 minutes long, so we'll just kind of play it and let it be, and then we'll
Absolutely. You tell me to pause when you would like us to pause.
Gabe's calling the shots now.
Okay. Yes. So this is from obviously a while ago.
So when Nick and I first met in college, not first met, but had been friends for a little while, but not terribly long. I
got to grab my charger real quick. I'll keep the clip rolling, obviously.
4 months or whatever, been out of a relationship that really was a poorly produced sentence, but we're going to go with it. What is even happening right now?
My queen.
Oh God, I'm gonna, Jesus, I'm cringing so badly. But look, yeah, that's Kayla, I believe. Yeah, look at how he looks. How many years ago is this, Gabe?
It's a few years ago.
Just a few years ago. Look at him just then, and look at him now. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Oh my God.
This is bad.
I do know the way. Come, brothers. Someone asked if I know the way. Sorry.
Okay, now stop it. Okay, so I had just broken up with this guy, blah, 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 blah. We'd been dating forever, best friends before that. Was not interested in any kind of relationship. I meet Nick. We're just buddies, right? So one day, like buddies do.
Best friends.
Best friends.
Oh,
we were
God.
sitting. This is the innocent one, so relax.
What? I said
we
nothing.
Were sitting on the floor of my dorm watching my best friend's wedding with Julia Roberts. Yes, because we were cool. And anyway, so she has I'm going to get in trouble for describing this movie.
My best friend's wedding?
My best friend's wedding. She has a gay friend.
Too much soy. I'm just kidding.
But I'm going to get in trouble for this.
Why would you get... Yeah, YouTube's going to demonetize you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to happen.
Yep. Okay, so she had a gay friend, and I said flippantly, man, I wish I had a gay male friend so I could be like, you know, good buddies with them and not have to worry about them hitting on me or...
Oh wait, is it just minutes? Like
shout out So Thorough Joe Burrow going put in $4.99. Says Gabe's head shadow on his chest is bugging me the fuck. Wait, is bugging me? Fuck this guy.
It's kind of odd. But...
Blah 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 blah. Right. So
what? This shadow right here? What the fuck is that, dude? Leave it to So Thorough Joe Burrow to fucking hone in on this motherfucker's head shadow on his chest.
That was a little.
Now that's all I'm going to be staring at the entire show.
Yeah, I'm totally.
Yeah, I don't know what's supposed. I mean, there's supposed to be some big reveal here that Nick chokeslams his kid or some wild shit.
Regardless,
we've gotten to none of that. We're watching old clips now of Nick and Kayla. It sounds like you guys like, you know, like show me on a doll where Nick Rekieta touched you. You know what I mean? It's like, go talk to a fucking psychiatrist, man. Holy shit.
So anyway, so blah blah blah.
Like, can we just get to it? I hate these long build-ups, these long, extensive build-ups.
Oh my God.
So
or we have to paint a picture of who Nick Rekieta. I know who Nick Rekieta is, man. He's like everyone else.
Yeah, I'm totally gay. Blah 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 blah, and like. It was just this ridiculous thing. And then when he met my parents several months later...
Can we just get to the fucking thing, please?
Them as Nick, my gay friend.
That was your fault.
What a meet cute. Right? So either he's I could see him. This is maybe why he gets so angry all the time. He could be a closeted homosexual. And
I mean, look, obviously he's got a family and he likes women, but
well,
maybe he
does
likes
he?
guys
I mean,
too. I don't know. Like
you
it
know,
could just be projection.
Hey,
It's just
Keanu, does
weird.
your best friend Aaron Emholt like women? Huh?
Is like gay, 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 gay.
See, and this is my whole thing. If you hate Nick, you have to hate Aaron equally. You can't hate one without hating the other. They're both exactly the same person. So it's like, it's just very disingenuous. It's very disingenuous. And Keanu, it just pisses me off with her, man. It really does. Because she'll never admit to it.
they do live in, I guess, I don't know if they always lived in Minnesota, but I don't know. What would you do, Gabe, to prove that you're not gay? Have 5 children. Look, I have 5 children. I'm not gay. I mean, or else okay. And so say he's not gay, right? Which no problem.
Well, that he likes to swing both ways, and it is what it is. But I just wonder.
Fine.
Sounds like a
Or
win by
that
2
it
argument
was a
here.
weird trick to get her to like.
Hold on 1
hang
second
out
here,
with
guys.
him?
One second. I just got to turn my
I've
camera
never heard of that.
off
It's the
real
weirdest
fast.
thing
1
ever,
sec.
Rekieta. It's very
So,
bizarre.
We were in a sexual and very romantic
Sorry, I'm going right
relationship
back
for
to
a
the
long
clip in
So I know
3,
that you wanted to
2,
know about my
1.
entry point into some of these people.
Yes.
While you're pulling up the 2 Ethan Ralph things, I'll kind of speak about it a little bit.
Sure, I would love that.
So I didn't know. I never posted anything about Ethan Ralph before about August of 2022. I probably heard the name when his whole revenge, pornography thing happened, but I didn't really know about him. I never watched him. I didn't know if he streamed, where he streamed, whatever. He's some kind of streamer or other. And I had a conversation with, and Josh Moon, tells this on, there's a clip of Mad at the Internet if you want to Google it and hear him talk about it with my name, because he asked me about this and I showed him receipts and information to, answer the question. But I'd never said anything about Ethan Ralph, and he just came at me out of nowhere. He was getting his Wikipedia article deleted at the time. I guess he wasn't considered notable or important enough or whatever. And Frederick Brennan, the guy who was he was famous from the HBO documentary about QAnon and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I had been in touch with Frederick a couple years earlier because there were some crazy QAnon people that were being crazy, going after me about some things. And, we had a nice conversation. He was very helpful, answering questions.
You had a nice conversation with the QAnon people, even?
Well, he's not a QAnon guy, but he knew about it.
Okay.
And
fine.
and he helped me just understand, some things about some of the people that were, doing crazy stuff. So sometimes, I didn't have anything else in common with Frederick Brennan, but sometimes you just continue to follow each other on Twitter. And I saw him and Ethan
Kevin
Ralph
Brennan
getting in a flinging fight about the Wikipedia being deleted, because Frederick Brennan, as the original author, got a notification like, hey, this Wikipedia is going away in 2 weeks. And so I had questions about just Wikipedia in general, nothing to do with Ethan Ralph, that I just DM'd with him back and forth. Then him and Ralph were flinging some more. And at some point he tagged me just to show me, I guess he thought it was funny, how Ethan Ralph was flipping out. That's it. He just tagged me in one thing.
Yeah.
And Ralph, I guess, looked at my biography, looked at whatever, and he started going at me. And I'm just like, dude, I don't really know who you are. Just leave me alone. You don't want any of this, just whatever.
You don't want any of this, man.
So he keeps yapping at me on Twitter. So I Twitter his name real quick. I see something about a car accident that happened a few months earlier where he's getting sued. I tweet the image back at him. Say, look, man, you got your own problems.
Holy shit. Just get to the thing, man. Get to the thing.
Accounts start retweeting it. And I'm like, oh, I guess there must be a bunch of people that hate this.
How many are watching Keanu?
Whatever. I figure it's over with, right?
Okay.
Whoops.
Then he
2,100
show,
people for this shit.
I don't know about at the time. I don't know where he streams, nothing. I get a DM from somebody that says, that I don't follow, but my DMs are open. And they're like, yo, Ethan Ralph, was, going off about, okay, send me the clip, timestamp. I
Yeah,
looked at it
Alvin
for 2
Cleveland,
minutes,
I'm
and
with
like,
you,
this is a
man.
crazy person.
I'm
This
with
is
you.
really funny. Like he's all.
I'm ready to turn
he's
it
all
off.
wasted, and he's all screaming. And
I
he's
got
saying
work in the
most
morning and
insane-
shit.
He's comparing me to like Jeffrey Epstein. Like I don't even know where that.
You
comes from.
you
Like,
look like
no,
Jeffrey
I
Epstein a
career
bit.
pedophiles. I date women. Like I don't.
Yeah,
Really know.
wait, I'm the exact
I don't know
opposite.
what you're talking
Jeffrey
about.
Epstein
Like,
dated women.
But I thought this guy is so insane. I wonder what else there is out there about him. So I type his name into YouTube.
And you did an investigation, didn't you, Gabe?
And Aquino
Fuck.
Casino pops up.
Okay.
I watch a few of their things. I think they're funny. And a few months later, like I send him a $20 super chat here and there. And then he starts thinking that like the Kino Casino is like, sponsored by Israel or something. Or
Easy
like,
123 wants to call it. I'm
How do
ready
they
to
do
call
his
it.
voice?
It's just gonna be this,
he led me to
the
Kino Casino. I'd
remainder
never
of the
know about him if
show.
it wasn't for Ethan Ralph.
He had. I did
Look what
his
this
show.
motherfucker's
not-
drinking out of,
Well,
by
I
the way. I
canceled
mean,
it.
what is going
twice
on here?
Because he asked me
Whoa.
to come on.
You
Well,
see this? Look at his eye flinch here. Sorry, I gotta pause. Check this out. He just takes a swig out of this ginormous mug here. A mug that's almost bigger than he is as a person.
It wasn't
Look at
for
this.
Ethan Ralph.
He had.
Big old swig.
I did his show. Not.
Watch his eyes here. It's like he's drinking like kratom or like some sort of stimulant infused juice here. Check this out.
Well, I canceled it
Whoa. Whoa, Gabe. What's that? What's got you jolting, Gabe?
twice
No, he's going to do it again.
because
Bazinga! This is when the mushrooms kick in.
I did his show.
He's drinking shroom tea.
Not. Well, I canceled it
Shroom tea.
twice because
What's in that fucking canister, dog?
he asked me to come on and I
Whoa,
like
again? 3 times?
you. I'm like I don't really
4
know.
times.
Oh, and then people started tweeting at me. He said some like really. He went off on my
5, 4,
good friend
7
Chrissy.
times? 8 times.
And then I went, I don't know if
This
I
dude's
should
on
be
shrooms.
doing this.
I'm calling
but
it now.
I will say about Ethan, I ended up doing it, and he was.
Look at this fucking fuck.
He was nothing but respectful. But what
What's going
was
on
he
with your
gonna
eyes,
say to
Gabe?
me? He just did like
What's
a
in that
very
cup?
like just kind of vanilla sort of interview. But I did cancel on him twice because I was like, I don't know, man. What the fuck is going on with you? You walk across the border to see your kid.
This is hack
This
menthol,
is
man. I agree.
bizarre. I mean,
I think he's like
Shroom
lost his-
kratom.
I think that
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thing
yeah.
is like if you lose your passport or something, and then you get like a different passport that you can't like go through like in an airport like normal people, and
Right.
you have a different ID that you have to. I mean,
yes.
But that's how I found. Yeah, and I mean, not really anybody watches the show anymore, but I'm sure he's not going to have such nice things to say to you after tonight. Do you have the 2 Ethan Ralph short clips ready?
So I have
Fuck
this
me.
from this about Ethan. So this is Ethan with the 3 people from the polycule right there. If you guys want to know what Ethan Ralph is, there he is. That one, yes.
I like that. I think he should be called Rage Twig. Nick Rekieta. I really do.
I saw
like
Gabe
that
post that
nickname.
on
That's
Twitter.
what it
If
fits. You got
if
Ethan
they
Ralph, the
call
Rage Twig, and you got
Nick
Rekieta, the
Rekieta, or
Rage
if they
Twig.
call
I
Ethan
love
Ralph
that.
Rage
The
Piggy, then they should
Rage
call Nick
Twig.
Rekieta Rage
Also, I
Twig.
like,
Is that? I made a
Nick's
funny,
like-
guys.
he looks like
I
he's,
made a
like,
funny.
dirty or something. It's bizarre.
Hey, sores on his leg. I mean, it's
I
like.
know he's some sort of sores. That's
And
Ethan Ralph.
somebody told me something about the tattoo sleeve that April has. Look, I
Mm.
don't know about tattoos. I never got them. It's not my thing. But there are multiple people that like they zoomed in close on that tattoo sleeve.
Yeah, me. Look,
that
I'm zooming in
allegedly
close
she
on your
got
face.
while they were all in the throuple thing, whatever. Allegedly, there's like 3 wolves on that tattoo on her arm. There's a big wolf that's supposed to be like the lead wolf. That's supposed to be like Rekieta, and then like there's 2 little wolves.
It's supposed
that
to
are
represent
be
April. Where'd you
her
get that? At Kino
and
Casino?
Taylor. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I just find it wild if that's
What
the
a
case.
fucking
Probably
dork.
is, yeah.
Permanently scar your body for something so cringe like that. I mean,
Oh my god, it's so fucking cringe. So I have this.
Is it cringe?
I have not watched this yet.
You guys are
so
cringe.
it's
so
from
you have the 2 video
Streamable.
clips. Okay.
Yeah,
So how are we
it's-
doing on
it's
those
You have
2
the
video
that goes
clips,
with that
Keanu?
First, you have the link, and then you have.
Let's get to it.
This is what we're watching.
Let's do
here,
something.
Right?
Get
This
naked.
thing.
Show us your tits.
Right.
I'm not talking about you, Keanu. You have none. Gabe, show us your tits. Show me your breasts.
After
Fuck, this
Rekieta-
sucks, man. I want to swallow a bunch of buckshot. Can we do that? K
This
McDuck in the
one,
motherfucking
that
house.
is
Shout out to
the-
K Whack,
Following the
McDuck.
authenticated video.
Yeah,
was-
yep. Just
Yep, that
throw that on screen.
This one? Yeah. Okay.
She had
There you go.
2.4K a couple minutes
So-
ago. People are leaving
So
fast.
The
Where's she
following
at now?
authenticated video was smuggled across the
2,000. Yeah,
border.
'cause it
Great personal
sucks.
risk and
It's
display
done.
all
It's
efforts to
over.
prevent it.
Like,
So this
what is
was
going on here?
Something that the father-in-law released.
I'm just gonna
a
fast
few
forward.
months after Ethan Ralph's wife left him with the
Bree.
trip, passed out, so we don't have to deal with it.
All right. So this is
if
what we're
this,
going
so
to
he
do
writes,
here.
if the situation resembles you, I urge you to, remove women. If he repeatedly yells obscenities at you, and especially within earshot of your child, repeatedly demeans and degrades you, such as making you clean up his spilled urination bottles.
Yeah, don't forget
demands
to like the hit
unreasonable
button.
obedience as if you were enslaved.
Molest
puts his hand on
the
your
like
neck
button.
Ever. So, this is a video. This is a recording that she made while they were together. And after Ethan Ralph was talking all kinds of
Art says
crazy,
her show is
horrible things
boring
about
as
the mother of
fuck.
his child and about his,
Well, what do they say?
estranged
You
wife,
can't take a turd and you
the
can't
father-in-law
polish a
decided to
turd
put
or
this out.
something like
So,
that. Just
just want
because
you
she
to
has a
understand when
big
you listen to this,
exclusive
and I know
doesn't
some
mean it
people
makes her
have
show any
who
less,
pause it and react afterwards.
interesting
It's,
or more interesting or whatever. You know what I
people need to
mean?
understand that
And this
is
guy
one of the
fucking
few people
sucks. I'm
that is
sorry,
still
but he
in
fucking really
Nick
sucks.
Rekieta's circle. This was
Of
one of
course.
the first interviews that Nick Rekieta gave when he came back after the cocaine, stuff. When he came back after being off the internet almost a year, this is one of the first people he wanted to speak with and go live with is Ethan Ralph, the guy who did this. So click the
Great.
link, and we'll just listen to it for effect.
Let's take a look. Oh boy, I'm almost terrified. Let's see.
I don't hear anything.
Oh wait, you don't.
Holy shit, Keanu! Can you fucking drop the ball anymore? This is embarrassing.
Oh wait, that's because. I know, Eugene. We're getting to it. That. Can you hear that now?
Yep. Just we'll let it play.
And I don't give a fuck whether you're proven or not. Clean that shit up.
Pause. So he's pause. So
Oh, I
he's
have
referring
heard
to-
this. Yeah,
so he's-
actually. Yeah.
So he's referring to the piss bottles that, like, apparently when this pig streams, that he doesn't always just take a bathroom break like a normal person, but that he actually urinates in like some bottle and then like it spills out. Like it's crazy.
That is the laziest fucking thing. I know men that do this. Like people like I used to date in college even just would just piss in a bottle of that is the fucking lowest down dirtiest thing. Oh
It's
God.
like, but it's like, look, you take, some, you take some spray cleaner, you hit 2-3 sprays on the floor, you wipe it up with a paper towel, and you throw the bottles out. It takes you 60 seconds. No, he's got to order his wife to, clean it up. So
No,
anyway,
she
play
has
it.
to do
We'll
it.
just,
Oh,
we won't pause from there. I just want to give you context.
Stop. $1 million? You think you're going to talk to me like this? You're not. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? You won't talk to me like this.
Oh boy.
Do you
Sorry.
understand?
Had to get back on cam.
Go ahead. You're what?
Getting a towel.
You're what?
Getting a towel to clean up your desk.
You're getting what?
A towel.
I'm not gonna hurt you, but I'm telling you, you won't talk to me like this. Do you understand?
Hey, a guy we know. We see your chat. If you keep it up, we're gonna just remove you.
I'm going to.
His wife.
And you're not gonna stop.
Ex-wife, I guess.
And if you try to stop me, I'll fucking kill you. Do you understand?
think, and also, well, let me ask you a question because I remember hearing like rumblings of this, but what was this? Did he just not realize
So he tells his wife,
Yeah.
he tells his wife, "I'm gonna put my hands on you, and if you try to stop me, I'm gonna effing kill you."
But who's recording? Like, did he just not realize his?
Yeah,
thing?
she's got like her phone in her pocket or something. But
Oh,
I wanna
okay.
say that like if she knew to record this, if she decided to record something, what does that mean?
Right.
It means she had a reason to record it because stuff happened before. Like this is an actual abuser of women where you have it on audio. You can hear, some of the sounds you hear are him like throwing stuff at her. He's getting
Yeah.
physical with her. He's, making contact with her. You can hear that like all of a sudden she gets real nervous and she's scared and he's getting up on her. Like this is some really sick stuff. And this is Rekieta's buddy, one of them.
These are the people Rekieta, again, these are the people Rekieta surrounds himself with.
So I don't think we have to play any more of this.
Bitch, you surround yourself with Aaron Emholt. I mean,
fight.
what?
Ethan Ralph or
Yes, Ethan Ralph.
let's see.
This guy, by the way.
And it's contained in a tweet that was sent to you by email. So the backstory that people will see when this comes up is that just me tweeting that I'm going to have an investigation into Rekieta. I haven't said a word, nothing else. Ethan Ralph was streaming, right? And his first reaction to hearing about this, his first reaction is this.
Remember, who said that? Alvin Cleveland said Gabe is elaborating and narrating massively. Remember, he said in the beginning, we're not going to do a Kino Casino and like spend a long time on all these clips. I mean, we're fucking almost an hour, almost 2 hours into the show, and I don't even know what's happening. Like, imagine. Talk about burying the lead.
Versus him.
Wait, pause. You got to rewind like 10 seconds because you missed something.
Because you talked over it, you dumb bitch.
I doubt it. One of the haters who are out there, go tag him. Ask him if he's down for an MMA fight. Me versus him.
This is unreal, man.
With whatever stipulation he wants. I'm pretty sure we could sell some tickets to that. At least 200 or 300. Get your fags over to the fucking casino to promote it too. Maybe we'll do some type of undercard. I'm down. I won't kill him. I promise not to kill you if I have the chance legally.
Oh my god. Really? Is that what he just fucking said? Ethan. Jesus fuck. Oh my god. And it's so fucking, to me, it's like there's something like in them that's like not, like maybe they don't feel like men somehow. All of this like
I'll save my reaction to the end of the clip.
oh, unbelievable.
In the ring, Gabe. Thank you, local. I appreciate that. The Memphis Mauler versus the Hebrew Hobbit. I don't know. That just came to me now. I'm very confident in a victory too, by the way. I know I've taken some L's, but if I lost that fight, I'd literally kill myself.
He's dying over this.
So there's your
Hold on 1 second.
There's your motivation, Gabe. I'd literally kill myself if I lost that.
So it's just like,
yeah, I really want to.
So it's just like, okay, this is like he can't, say anything about, like he usually says like Jew stuff. He can't come up with anything. His first
He usually says Jew stuff. That's pretty based.
40-year-old man.
I say a lot of Jew stuff as well.
I mean, the guy
Jew, just
who
like
got the
that.
crap
See,
knocked out of
Jew.
him by a girl. When he went into the house in Virginia, she punched him in the mouth like 3 times. You see blood spurting out of it. He got the crap kicked out of him in Portugal by somebody because he came up on him. This guy.
This guy knows an awful lot about all of this shit for only spending a week and a half in quote unquote
There was supposed
investigating.
to be a fight. Keemstar was supposed to make a fight where they'd actually make money between Ethan Ralph and Andy Worski. He chickened out of that. It's like, it's his third grade mentality. It's like, this is who he surrounds himself with. It's like, and I mean, I did answer. What's really funny about this, and I'm not an internet tough guy. Like, I don't go around, you know.
I'm just like talking about what you freaks are doing publicly.
Hold on one second.
I did answer him. Because
Trust
it
me, we're
just
not missing
happens that,
anything.
like,
I'm gonna go over to
my whole
Rumble,
life growing up,
see if
I did
Mersh is
wrestle at a
sniping
pretty high
this.
level, and
I
wrestling is the
can't.
foundation of mixed martial arts.
I need to snipe a
Like, I
snipe here.
wrestled all from when I was a little kid to like even in college, like whatever. Like I started varsity as a freshman in college. Like
don't trust.
I won most of the time. Like people
because
don't.
they told
you
me
know,
they were giving
I
away
mean, and
the
this
brand
guy
new
is like
Trump mystery box 2.0.
He's a drug addict. He's
See what Mersh is up to. He's sniping this as well.
There's clips of him like falling out of his
I was always
chair,
good
all
at like
wasted,
I
like
was
literally
never,
on stream.
remember when is the
Falling out of his chair because he's
I would
wasted.
do something.
He gets
All right,
up,
Mersh
and you
is
can see like all the dust on
off
the
on
back
some
of his
sort
shirt
of
because the pigsty he lives in is so dirty.
tirade here.
He's
All right, we'll tune back into
complaining that
these
he's got
fucks.
radial
I don't know how much
nerve
longer I
palsy
could take, guys. To be
wrist
quite honest
because
with you, this is,
he was
I mean,
wasted.
really,
He fell
really
asleep at
tough.
an airport on his arm somehow. He's complaining about like his knee being all screwed up. It's like the last person you think would be an internet tough guy challenging people to fight. It's like, dude.
No, that's the thing that they do. They all do it. Actually, I've seen it many a time. They're all like, let's box. They're like, we accepted. They're like, you don't have your boxing thing.
Keanu, you have no idea what you're
I have my
talking about.
boxing thing. Let's meet up and box. It's fucking, it is so, I don't normally say
Aaron
this.
is the one who called out many people first. I mean, she's so fucking stupid, dude. I mean, I really can't anymore. I can't like try to reason and speak in reality and in logic and reason with a person this stupid.
Jesus God. And he was nothing but respectful to me, like when I did his show or whatever. But then I'm like, I don't know. There has to be something with you. You're walking across the border to see your kid. Something is amiss. Like and if you're friends with Rekieta, obviously.
You're friends with Steel Toe.
Something is happening. But I love that about
You're married to
they
Gino.
They're the first to be like, you're a short
I love how they act like, she's above all of
I'm
this.
just living my life. What?
Like, what?
You're tweeting at me. I'm not gay. Yes, I'm Jewish, and I'm not short. Fuck you. Like, and also
He is short. He is short. 5'7" is short for a
Your
male.
brain power, like your 80 IQ, you can't come up with anything better besides like you're gay or like, calling somebody gay or telling somebody to fight you. Like, really, dude? You can't cut a better promo?
You guys just said Nick Rekieta was, what if he's a closeted homosexual? You just spent like 20 minutes on that. Like, what? What is going on, man?
To like super chat you or something. I don't see any $20 super chat from any Mersh fans. What's the matter? Can nobody in Mersh's audience afford $20 to ask me a question that I have to
Whoa.
answer?
Speaking of that, let's get to some super chats. Let's
Spoken
get
like a real Jew.
1 million Kiki bucks for everyone.
All my
here,
niggas,
right?
Nazi nigga.
PayPal, Venmo, beg, shake, right?
Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Streamlabs.
There's an
PayPal,
Aaron mention.
Venmo,
Drink up,
beg,
drink up,
beg,
drink
beg.
up.
Are there any ones with questions? Or are they all under 20?
I'm gonna. Well, we said we get to the $20 ones at first, and we have a pink boy.
I need another drink.
$50 one, so we should definitely take a look at that too. I have two. Oh, and
When you get to the
Rekieta.
little ones, I'll take a bathroom break.
Okay, yeah. Okay, perfect.
A bathroom break. Yeah, okay.
Okay. 1 million Kiki bucks for everyone here. Go ahead. I'll read them if they pertain to you, then I will reread them. All right, go ahead. I'll take you out. Woo! We're having fun.
We're
ladies and
not.
gentlemen.
This is dreadful.
Let's read them all. Also, all right, let's go through. Let's go to the.
She still has that fucking raging herpy on her
Hi,
lip,
Nick,
too. Check
you're
that out.
watching. I read that one definitely already. Thank you. Da, 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 da.
Look at this shit.
You read that one.
Let
That
me
one
go
was terrible.
on like a blister on Kiki's
Startup Lab,
lip.
thank
Let me
you
go
for the
on. Because I know you're the one. Do. When I was walking, I stopped and I'm still strung out.
I'll give it to them. Wee! Thank you so much. Thank you. Jex, thank you for the 19.99. Gabe, can you stand it? We read that one as well. Chris,
I mean, I can't. I can't. I want to stick toothpicks in each one of my
did your
fucking
investigation reveal the
earlobes.
whereabouts of our 5K locals gift?
Oh,
We do have-
fuck,
I believe I have a
I'm
clip
done,
about
I
that,
think.
so
I
if
think
you
I'm
want
actually
to,
done.
Talk about
Let's read.
that as
Let's
well.
read some
I'll
of our
read that
chats
in a
here.
second. $20. Do you think it's possible there's sexual
She got that
abuse
one
of
at the
children?
funny boat. Ugh.
God, I
Ew.
hope not. I will
You said
save
he was
that for
nice 5
him
minutes
when
ago,
he gets
Keanu.
back. In the meantime, I'll
Says
read the
Johnny
list.
Arcade. A guy says, yeah, Josie wants you to drink because you're
Thank you for
boring
gifting the
her.
membership. Blah blah blah.
Oh my God, she's losing viewers and they time me out
Alice
in two.
Alias unknown. Thank you for the $2. This is
Wait, they time me out in 2 minute. Mr. Gino doesn't like tomatoes.
no, it's live. BJ, thank you for the $2. Keanu's late. At least Nick came early.
Nick was awful on this little piggy not being able to control his anger was a mistake. He was correct, and Keanu is awful, but he should have won the arguments without rage. See, I agree with this. You know, especially for being a lawyer, man. You know, you have to be able to control your temper, especially. But it is frustrating. See, this is why you never put yourself in this situation. You never want to argue with a retard again, because you're only gonna look like the fucking fool at the end of it, you know. I get why he was frustrated because again, talking to Keanu is like talking to like a bag of fucking sticks or a block of bricks.
Do I not? Oh. Do I read the text? Do I not read the text?
I mean, read the text, Keanu. You've read them all thus far.
Gonna be interesting. Keanu the Killer, thank you for the $9.99. Yay! Fixed audio, it's cracking. Thank you for sticking by me while that happened. It's
What's our
not my
viewers
fault.
at?
StreamYard did crash today. Okay.
1850. I mean, look, listen. As far as Keanu Thompson stream go, 1870 is.
For the $4.99 disconnect.
You know, she might as well have her own fucking TV show on CNN.
He used Gino's mic. Thank you.
But she did have almost 2,500, and I think people just are like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, a lot of people in the chat saying Baldo victory.
We have one
I'm gonna relapse. She thinks she's viewers are staying around. Help. Where's Gabe? We got felt at chat. Yeah, this is a big L. This is a big L. I'm curious to see. Aaron is supposed to go on after and recap all this. You know he's going to spin it into a win for the toe because it just, you know, another stream that shits on Rekieta. But this is an L for everybody. Everyone here tonight lost.
That's happening.
And if Gabe doesn't get, let me just put this out there. If Gabe doesn't get to this big fucking thing in 20 minutes, it's 10:39 here on the East.
So we can get there. So we can get to Sophie Long. I think that's really important.
We're just now getting to Sophie Long. If Gabe doesn't get to this big drop, this big fucking nuclear bomb within 20 or so minutes, I'll give it a half hour. If he doesn't get to it in 30 minutes, I'm going. I can't stick around to just talk about Nick Rekieta lore that happened 5 years ago that everyone pretty much already knows already. If you've been following Rekieta stuff, you probably already know what's going on.
Did your in
So
okay, here you go.
I'm giving him 30 minutes, starting now.
Did your investigation reveal the whereabouts of our 5K locals gift?
That's still missing in action.
And I'm going to go make another drink.
Yeah, that was never going to happen, correct? So there you have it, family. There you go. $20. Do you think it's possible there's
I have no evidence of any of that.
No, I would not think that. Mama K insinuated when the kids are given drugs, it may be used to get them to. Did she insinuate that?
Well, she said that, you know, people who do give kids drugs, it could be for that, but I have no evidence that he
in my opinion, I think that they were all fucking drug addicts and they didn't realize they were leaving their drugs around their kids. Like, it's very simple. I don't think he acts like it's not this has to be some sort of like this couldn't have possibly happened. Maybe you just don't know your kid well enough to know, hey, it's like, oh, I don't know, they're not paying attention to me. What's this? I see mom and dad doing it. I don't know, but few requests. Thoughts on MMA fight with Ralph? Can you get Keanu to get pod awful? Jesse Powell fruit on anything on Rekieta physically, or I dare say sexually abusing his children? No.
This guy is he's trying to get the bargain here. The MMA thing, I just said, hey, look, as far as Ralph goes, if he gets somebody to actually do it in America where it's like licensed, then I'm down. But it's been 2 weeks and he hasn't done shit. So I think that tells you all you need to know. It's important because, like, I don't live in some concrete box in Mexico like he does, so broke that he can't even afford his truck anymore. And, I actually have assets. So, like, if, I hurt him, it needs to be, like, licensed where there's actual, paperwork signed and things like that beforehand. Two people that are amateurs can, basically just sign something and then do it. But if you want to sell tickets like he does, then you have to be licensed by a licensing commission. Anyway, so that's it.
And you wouldn't do that. Tell me this, Gabe.
I mean, just because of my background, something that I would, but it's not going to happen because he's a chicken shit.
I just think it's the silliest thing. It's like, let's meet up and fight each other. Like, we're grown adults. Use your words. Yeah.
I agree, but I'm just saying that if somebody is roughly my height, and given that I have a massive background in, like, the foundation of that, then I'm going to say yes because, it's going to be easy for me.
I hear you. Oh, well, yeah, exactly. You could do it, but you probably wouldn't because you're a rational human being.
I would.
You would do it?
Yeah, let's go live. Let's see what's happening with Miguel Shalai.
Thank you, conspiracy extremists. $15 from another broke person.
He's reading chats. We'll go back live into Keanu.
Exactly. Well, difference is you would.
Let's see, Alvin Cleveland for the 100 THB. I don't even know what fucking currency this is, but I think it's $20 American, what translates to. Cheers for the show today. This is so boring that it is entertaining. Money is tight right now. Abdominal artery surgery next month to pay for. USD $20 out of pocket. Open surgery will be less painful than a Keanu Thompson stream. That's a fucking fact, dog.
That's a fucking fact.
Hey, shout out to Alvin Cleveland, man. That's fucking incredible, dude. Good luck. If you're getting, what is it? Abdominal surgery? Abdominal artery surgery. Holy shit, dude. Yikes, man. Well, we wish you nothing but the best here at Win by 2. And hopefully you have a speedy recovery. And look, we appreciate the super chat, obviously. Don't feel inclined to, obviously. I mean, you already super chatted, so I'm not going to sit here and, but we do appreciate it. Good luck with the surgery, man. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully, if this stream doesn't kill you, hopefully the surgery doesn't take you out. And hopefully we could, live to see another day, Mr. Can I call you Mr. Cleveland? Thank you. We do appreciate that. Kudos to Alvin Cleveland, man.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
Thank you for that. Let's get back into this. Rekieta Law just super chatted. Check this out.
You're
Maybe we
here.
should feel better.
Games, hell yeah. Rekieta Law, look who it is. Game's height cope is more embarrassing than anything he will reveal. Peace. He's still here.
Thank you for the donation to the lady, Nick. Hope that makes you feel better.
Nikki boy, you're still here.
Maybe we should just get right into the Sophie Long stuff, and we could save any remaining super chats for after that segment.
We'll take a break for now. There are many. Thank you.
I love how he's coordinating how to run. She's telling Keanu how to run her show.
And there are way more people who consume their content, making fun of them instead of like being their fan.
Absolutely. You could
somebody,
call a bunch of people on the internet that.
Yeah, Alvin, you might not even make it to the surgery next month after this stream.
Phil or a Review Tech USA or
trust me, I'm contemplating. I don't know. Look,
there's
again, this was all set up as to like one big reveal tonight. How Rekieta's like abusing his children and whatnot.
there's a common theme with a lot of these locales that I think is important to understand.
And now we got this guy, Gabe Hoffman, calling other people locals.
A lot of them have a first mover advantage.
Oh, God.
Not
I
by
just can't. I
nature
really
of
honestly can't.
being intelligent, not by being nature of being good, but they just happen to have been lucky and they latch onto a certain thing first. Like, for example, Darkside Phil, he was one of the first video game streamers, but he wasn't particularly good or smart at it. And then people were making fun of him. Other people came along. He started losing most of his audience, etc. Same could be said for like a Review Tech USA with, reviews of electronic stuff. And Nick Rekieta is that to LawTube. What do I mean by that?
He became one. It's me and Eugene say this all the time. It's like,
listen to this.
I will even watch, like, if he's like, look, I'm very interested in the Karen Reed trial, right? And if he just sits there and is like, no, misconduct, right? Like, I don't even mind that. That's his wheelhouse. He should just stick to fucking that. But the reason he's a lol cow is because he can't.
Oh my God, Keanu Thompson calling someone else a lol cow. I mean, I've seen it all. I've seen it all, folks.
Of his backstory is important.
Holy shit.
Rekieta doesn't. I'm going to explain how not only does Rekieta know absolutely nothing about the law, but he's actually like a malignant person.
Hey, Keanu, look up at your husband, Gino Bisconti, whose mouth right now is dripping, salivating all over these super chats that are flowing in tonight.
Rekieta was like that.
That is a lol cow.
When it comes to LawTube, because there were always trials.
Again, the man was fired
trials that the public
from selling trash cans
and
from the
before
Chinese.
Rekieta, all you really had were more sort of dry channels.
It's like Chad Zumach and Keanu and all these people that call Patrick Melton, that they call others lol cows. It's like
He sort of invented LawTube.
Aaron M. Holt. We clearly we just do not exist in the same reality. I think that's really what it comes down to. Is all of these people, like, they refuse to acknowledge reality that the rest of us live in. I've heard it all tonight here, folks. Keanu Thompson calling Nick Rekieta a lol cow. Really? I mean, talk about rich.
These other people are Sean and potentially criminal. All these people would be showing up, and he'd be able to.
I'm fucking seriously. That's really like I'm seriously perplexed after hearing that.
And let the actual lawyers speak instead of
the actual lawyers are giving him and contributing the real information that he's able to repeat. He's got a collection of other personalities. It's kind of the first of LawTube, and what you see today is you see actual attorneys like Illegal Mindset doing way better. I mean, like, he owns the beat with all the Asian nuisance streamers. I mean, I turned on one of the
Dorian Morgan says, "Local, what's it? 2015?
Like 10 minutes of straight super chats." I said, "Listen, I'll just watch a summary video." Like, he's absolutely killing it. And there's a bunch of other
you would think,
LawTubers, but they're real lawyers who know what they're talking about, that have actually practiced law and have tried cases, like challenging cases, or they've worked in local prosecutors' offices, like a potentially criminal. They work for a living, like potentially criminal. So they do a much better job, and they've taken up that space, and there's nowhere for him to go. So it's just a very similar, kind of setup that I think is important to understand.
I hate these people, man. I really do. I really fucking
do. And they
do.
weren't really any good in the first place, but they just got there.
Never. Right. Yeah.
And then they have a downfall and they kind of F up and they can't recover because now you have better, smarter people doing what they used to do.
Eugene wants to add one thing.
And if I could add one thing, and I know you got to get to the good stuff, but Nick's done now as a streamer. And I know you're watching, Nick, you fucking dummy, because all he does now is defend the fucking defendant. He's like, oh, he's getting a bad rap from the judge because you think you did. You're watching,
Look at
Nick,
this.
you mushy brain,
Look at this.
addled idiot. All he does now is like trying to defend the defendant. He's like, oh, the judge gave him a bad rap.
And
Gino just had to step on Keanu's toes tonight. Gino could not let his wife do her own show. He had to step on her toes. That's misogynistic, Gino.
like if he
Spread it
if
around.
he
Gino
gets
hates
that,
women.
like,
He hates his own
heated
wife.
when
Could not let her
pressed
have
by
her own
me,
moment tonight. Had to be a
he's
part
not
of
a
it.
very good lawyer. Okay, I can
What a
argue with the
selfish,
best of 'em,
self-centered,
but he's a
fucking
strict law
egotistical
lawyer
prick Gino
that fell
Bisconti
into
is.
something, and good for him. He needs to get back to it.
Gino,
and
and
stop
then
with
the thing he says is it's not even like smart or intellectual. Nick Rekieta's like unstreaming. Nick, you're a dummy.
positive for cocaine.
I'm pretty sure Nick was on this morning. Look, all feelings is look. I'm not the biggest Nick fan. It's almost like the people who cover Steel Toe. It's like the Steel Toe effect, where the people that cover him I almost hate more than Aaron. So it almost makes Aaron a bit likable because the people that cover him I cannot stand. This is starting to happen now with Nick Rekieta. Don't get me wrong. Aaron and Nick are two really horrible individuals. But the people that are now starting to cover Nick Rekieta, they're almost as just bad and just ugh.
Teach them how to practice
It makes me like Nick in a sense. Not that I like Nick, but in that when you got Gino and Keanu's literally twirling her fucking hair. Look at this shit. Look at this. Twirl, twirl, twirl. Keanu, you're on a fucking show. What is going on? Home. I just can't. I can't anymore, man. I just feel like I'm wasting my breath.
Practice law on your own.
Let's twirl our hair.
Because you have a practical application of actually.
I want to fucking.
And Rekieta never did that. He graduated.
I was gonna get violent there for a second.
Immediately, he just went to hang out his own law firm, which. Again,
this Gabe Hoffman needs to be crucified in the public square. We need to take Gabe Hoffman out in the middle of New York City, do a live stream, and literally bring back crucifixion and crucify him to a cross, and then burn it.
Now,
I'm kidding, obviously, but I'm not really.
Given bad opinions, who cares? It doesn't hurt anybody. Some people on the internet will want to believe him, and some won't. But what we're going to show with the Sophie Long thing. Are
we ever going to get to the fucking Sophie Long thing? I've been waiting here for hours.
To bring up image number 1, which is a screenshot from during the,
you know,
it's a hearing during the Sophie Long.
Jeff Closer for 5 says, "Great show, Blade. I'm sure Gabe is a huge Weezer fan. If Gabe is a huge Weezer fan, I denounce Weezer tonight. I completely and utterly denounce Weezer tonight. I'll never listen to another Weezer song again. You sandbagging son of a closer."
People's attention in July of 2020, and what happened was, again, contentious custody thing, and the father had recorded a video of the then 9-year-old girl making some accusations of a sexual nature against the mother's partner.
Gabe is Weezer. Yeah.
And they
say it ain't gay, Gabe.
It was very emotional. And
what's with these homies dissing my Gabe?
The place where
if you want to destroy my Gabe, Gabe.
Anybody who understands anything about CSA, just a basic.
Just say child sexual assault. I mean,
very easy to reach. Studies. Any attorney who's tried a case in this would know this right off the bat. That look, if 98% of CSA accusations are real, when you have a disputed parental situation, the odds of it not being true are going to go up by a lot.
Johnny Arcade says, "Same here, Blade. I've disliked Nick for almost a decade." Holy shit, real?
When it is.
And there's people.
Case, or not,
and these people make me not want to be associated with Nick haters. I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. That's why I try to really. What I really try to do for people, if not for nothing else, is try to observe all sides and just make fun of all sides equally, because it's warranted. Just because you're not a fan of Aaron doesn't make you Team Nick, and just because you're not a fan of Nick doesn't make you Team Aaron, or you know what I mean. But in some of these cases, like when you're watching, sometimes I let my emotions get the best of me at times. And like I'm watching a Keanu Thompson, I'm watching a Gino Bisconti, I'm watching a Gabe Hoffman, or some of these like Nick haters, quote unquote, and it's just like, fuck, like you guys are worse. Like, at least Nick made a name for himself and, like, made millions of dollars for whatever that's worth. I know money isn't everything, but at least he did something. Keanu, what have you done? Spread your fucking ass cheeks on OnlyFans for, like, $10? Gina, what have you done? Gotten fired from gig after gig after gig after gig? Sent Stacey Pressman aggressive dong pics? Gabe Hoffman, I mean, what have you done? Oh, I did a documentary once about, like, child SA. So, yeah, that's, like, pretty much it. Gabe, you're, like, 4'12". You don't deserve to be a part of the conversation. Are we ever going to get to, like, what the big thing is here? I mean, literally. Where's our viewers at now? Oh, 1868. They're still, I mean, still 1868 strong. That is pretty impressive for a Keanu Thompson stream. I mean, I will say, that's like almost 97x her regular numbers. She's used to 25 people watching live.
What are you trying to look at here? Hang on.
I'm trying to look at where it says 11:30, 11:20, the timestamp with the transcript. Can you blow that up a little bit so that we can make it bigger and people can see what I'm speaking to?
The
Keanu sucks as a producer. Gabe,
just bring that screenshot up again and zoom in on that one section of it to make it bigger so people can see what I'm talking about.
Oh, he's getting pissed. Keanu stinks.
In that section of the trial, around 11 minutes.
She dropped the
12
ball
minutes,
the minute she
there's
clicked go
several
live.
minutes
This is
of that hearing.
embarrassing.
Now that hearing took place.
Check out the
September
chat. What
3rd of
chat,
2020.
Josie? My chat?
That hearing
Or their
Talking
chat?
about the chat in here or the...
No, the transcript.
She don't know how to do that. She's dumb. She don't know how to tell time,
On the
Gabe.
side of the screenshot is the
Oh my God, Gabe.
Yes.
Again, you're like trying to
it
talk
says,
to,
the
you know,
transcript is at 11:14. Okay.
you're better off trying to talk to a blade of grass, looking at it to look at a transcript.
So that
There you go. Transcript.
yes. Okay. So that section of the trial, which I listened to, and anybody can do the same, is you can see that they
This bird ain't flying.
There are
Somebody
multiple
says in
people
their
involved in that, trial. It's conducted by Zoom.
Oh,
and there's a whole tic-tac-toe
God.
space. You have both attorneys. You have people from CPS who have investigated the matter. People, and they're giving their testimony. And we don't have the clip. It's not worthwhile. But if you want to go back and play it, as I did, while that part of the trial is going on,
Every time I think Keanu's reached a new low of retardism,
and
she
Because it already
she says,
goes
"Hold
against
my
the narrative that
fucking
he's decided upon." Because what
hold
they're
my
talking about
OnlyFans
is
asshole
if you can just
pics.
hold it there,
I'll show you how dumb I
that
could be."
The CPS is saying the dad has threatened to take the children out of the country. So that's September of 2020, right?
Yeah.
That CPS is testifying under oath. The dad has threatened to take the children out of the country. Okay, that they had looked into the father for mental illness. That there had been a psych
I'm just gonna fast forward to live here.
time frame between this video and this hearing where these officials were able to bring forth testimony and say, look, we've looked into the claims that are being made, they just aren't true. Rekieta ignores all this, and at the end of the hearing the judge makes a couple of rulings. The judge says, number one, look, Michael Long, the father, you're not allowed to make videos like this anymore. You're not allowed to speak about the case anymore because it caused such a hubbub and it's not in the interests of the minor children. Now,
Yeah, this
Nick's
person says it
response was at the
perfectly
end of the
here.
trial
Osa
film one of his
illustrates
rants and then post
says,
one of
Gabe, if you want to go over the past for homies who aren't terminally online fruit farmers, just make a curated video easily. Or I'm sorry, wait, does that say easily? Or curated video essay. We already know this. And he's talking about a waste of time. We are now literally 2 hours into the show. And I think we're, barely out of Nick's second year of streaming. I mean, this is...
Hey, there's a legal
Talk about a
standard
barn
that needs to
burner.
be met in established law. It's case such and such and case
This
such
sucks.
and
I
such
just tuned
that
in.
say
This says
you need to clear
someone in
this
their chat. Let's see what my
threshold,
chat's
that
saying. Play the
threshold
latest Joe Burrow.
to have a
This
certain
sucks
ruling
ass.
where you can say that
We
again.
could do that. We'll take a little break from this. Joey Buckets, you still in here, Joey B? I'm literally, I cannot do any longer. Until they get to the good stuff here. 1 hour ago, Steel Toe, Kiki Show. Can Kiki fly solo? All right, this ought to be good.
Bringing out the lightsaber.
So thorough, Joe Burrow. Do we like him? I'm starting to not like him.
Let's see what we should do now. All right. Let's
Can
see
Kiki
if we get,
fly
let's see if we
solo?
get, I wonder if I can do this. Let's see if we get banned again. If we play something from Z. Where are my? And again, I apologize. I'm on air.
What is that thing on her lip, though? Dude? It's like
just like everyone else. I'm just kidding.
Ugh.
And so I have to look up the things I've saved to play. So just stick tight with me, ladies and gentlemen. We're having fun.
Are we?
What is it? Friday? It's Rumble Friday. Are you at work? Are you driving? Do you have Friday off? Are you listening? Are you watching? You must be watching if it's a clip show. We don't do clips.
Ugh.
Just want my watch later thing. Come on. Hang on. Woo. And I don't know why you can't pull up. Oh, here we go.
Somebody needs to revoke her internet privileges. This has gone too far. This experiment has gone way too far.
No, this isn't a doom clip, so I think they'll be okay with it. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I should have sent it to myself. Maybe
This is
I am really
this is a normal
for
Keanu
real
cast.
on the other one. Can't quite remember.
To be honest, it's not that
Don't
far off of
worry.
what's happening tonight.
We'll get there.
This is what Gabe.
PayPal,
By the way,
Venmo.
this is what Gabe Hoffman saw and was like, I gotta get on this show to disclose all of Rekieta's deepest, darkest secrets. It's not even secrets. It's I gotta go over all the past Rekieta, streams on Keanu Cast, a place where dreams go to die and butthole pics go to leak.
Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. Whee!
She's literally like a carousel of just the same thoughts. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. Wee! I'm sorry. Bing, bing, bing. Okay, guys, we're having fun, aren't we? Okay, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. Wee! Okay, guys, we're doing it. Okay, we're having fun, right? Guys, just Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. Wee! We're having fun, right, guys? Come, right, guys, we're having fun. Wee! It's the same thought over it. Her mind, her literal brain is like stuck in Groundhog's Day. It's the same reoccurring thought. This can't be a real person. This has to be AI, right? This has to be a robotic entity. There's no way this is an actual person with an actual brain. She's buffering bad. She's doing something way worse than buffering. Bing, 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 bing. Woo! She makes the same mouth noise. Wee! Woo! What the fuck? Scratch, scratch, scratch. Itch, itch, itch. Bing, bing, bing. Woo!
Aha.
Aha! This is insane.
Watch this.
She's rubbing that fever blister. Look at her rub that fever blister. Oh, man. We could still see it just because your finger's over it. Don't mean we can't still see it.
Let's see.
Look at that thing. That might be AIDS. Like, that actually might be AIDS. I don't even think that's a fever blister. I think that actually might be HIV on her lip. Dee dee dee. La 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 la. Ooh, la la la. This is fun. Wee! Streamless people, Venmo. Wee!
Don't you worry. Bum dee dee dee.
AI equals autistic intel. Pretty much.
Yes, it is. What? There we go. Lord, that was an odyssey.
An odyssey?
Let's see what happens here.
Nothing.
Ding, ding, ding,
Hey, I'll
ding,
give you a
ding.
hint. Nothing is happening here.